afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. We are back tonight once again with the mighty, with Brawn GP. We're heading into the Italian Grand Prix for today. Round number 16 of the season. We've already gone through 16 races. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? Well, I guess today's number 16. So we've gone through 15 rounds already. So we're steaming through the season, aren't we? We're absolutely flying through the season. But yeah, we do have the Italian Grand Prix today, of course, which is hopefully going to be a pretty good Grand Prix. Obviously, for those who didn't see, there was a new F125 update that dropped today. And apparently, the changes they made to the update help against the AI. So fingers crossed, we're going to have some good fun racing with the AI. Because, yeah, I think it's safe to say, you know, over a straight line speed, over a wet race, they are very, very quick. So, yeah, let's hope the changes that have come out today do actually help a lot with the AI. So we'll find out today, I guess. That'll be the big test for it. How are we doing, guys? So we've got Chad welcome in here. Nico, Luke, welcome in, guys. Slick, welcome in as well. Lucas, Dustin, Alfonso, Jaden, how are we doing, guys? Welcome in as well. Hope we're doing a good one. You love clips? We all love clips. We're all clip masters here. Well, legit, how's it going as well, dudes? But yeah, last time out we had the Dutch Grand Prix where we raced as Mark Webber for that one, and we finished P8, which was a fairly respectable position. I think we qualified P10, started P9, and finished P8. So a pretty good trajectory. We got some good points, and obviously boosted ourselves up the championship order a little bit. We actually swapped place in the championship with our teammate now. So I believe, if I go here, yeah, we actually have a 3-point gap over our teammate in the championship right now. So Webber's in 10th on 32 points. Enzo is in 11th with 29 at the moment. So a few points separating those guys. We're only 1 point away from Esteban Ocon as well, who's on 33 points in 9th place. So it's very, very tight. It's very hot right now in the middle of the Drivers' Championship. Same for the Constructors in a way as well. We did extend our advantage over Aston Martin in the last race, where, yeah, we're on 61 points. They're on 47. So we've got a 14-point over them now, and hopefully it can stay that way for a good part of the season as well. I think if we finish 5th in our first season with Brawn GP, that'd be a big success, wouldn't it? That'd be a big success, especially being like the second, third worst team. I think it'd be a big win for the season. So hopefully next season we can try and push on a bit more and maybe, you know, fight for that top 3 maybe in the Constructors. That'd be great. What up, Chambers, guys? What up, Bob Cham? How are you guys? Hope we're doing good. But yeah, if we jump into the big screen, you guys can see the full results here as well. And as you can see, we are sitting in 10th and 11th with both of our drivers so far. Like I said, we did get those points out in Zandvoort, which was a very, very good race for us as well. Before that, obviously, we got points with Enzo out in Belgium. We got 5th place for him. P4 as well for Enzo in Austria. So we've had a good few races so far this season, haven't we? Look out, boys. I know. I feel like a proud father right now nurturing this team. We do obviously have a few, you can tell when you drive, yeah. Whenever the AI has driven, basically, or the AI drove for our teammate, they haven't scored points yet. So we're still waiting for that, essentially. We're still waiting for that. How do we have a race win? From tragically bad AI, essentially, is the best way to put it. What was I wanted to show you guys? There was something I wanted to show you. Was it R&D? I think it was R&D. Was it? Maybe. I don't know, but that's how the R&D is looking right now anyway. So, as you can see, we've kind of been flirting around that second to third worst spot. We've been sort of changing positions with Alpine a few times. Sauber still have the worst car right now, which I'd say is a little bit, you know, unfitting, really. Especially with Hulkenberg getting his first podium yesterday as well. But, yeah, we do have, a pretty bad car right now, but we are still improving it. You can see Webber's got 27 parts in his car. Fittipaldi's got 24, so we still are, increasing our upgrades, still trying to get more upgrades in, but still quite far away from being towards that top 5, really, aren't we? There's a big gap between Aston Martin and ourselves, and the fact we're ahead of them on the R&D is pretty crazy as well. I did 107 AI in Monaco and lapped every single car. Yeah, the AI in Monaco are really not that good. And like I said, we had the second worst car at the time and still managed to win. So, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was mainly from our teammate, actually. Not teammate, sorry, our team crew. Our pit crew absolutely cooked at our pit stop, and that got us the win, essentially. So, also, chat, we also have a brand new mod in for today. As I said last week, we are going to be introducing, like, a couple of mods. We obviously got the V8 mod in for the engine sounds, and now we have a livery mod. We have a livery mod. And I'm going to show you guys right now the livery. If we go to, I think here should be fine. How do I look around? There we go. We have introduced the actual Brawn GP livery. I mean, we had to, didn't we? I think it needs a few sponsors, actually. Is it missing a few sponsors? Oh, there we go. That is the livery we are rocking for the rest of this season. We've gone fully Brawn out here, haven't we? Fully Brawn. We've actually been able to, like, incorporate a few of our own sponsors in as well. So it kind of fills up the car a little bit. Because that's one thing. The one thing Brawn didn't really have in 2009 was a lot of sponsors. Virgin Media was obviously one of the main sponsors they had back then. But they didn't really have, like, a lot of secondary sponsors or anything like that. So we've added a few of our own logos onto it, essentially. And it fills up the car a little bit more. But, yeah, we are rocking a brand new livery for the season. Love it. It's very Brawn, isn't it? It's perfectly Brawn. It's a big reminder of the old livery. It's very similar, actually, isn't it? Very, very similar. I don't think there's a way I can tilt up and down, is there? No, I don't think there is. We'll get a few more angles of it as well when we get into the actual Grand Prix, of course. This was a livery that was specially made for this stream, actually. So there's no download link or anything. It was made specifically for me and for the stream. So there's no way to download it, unfortunately. Unless someone else makes one that put it on Overtake GG or whatever. But yeah, there's no link for it, unfortunately. The Brawn livery on the current car is beautiful. It's very nice, isn't it? It's very, very fitting. But yeah, we are going to rock that for the first race here in Monza as well. So a very fitting place to have it as well, I'd say. A very iconic track, a very iconic livery, and a very iconic team, despite having only one season in F1. Right. Chat, we need to decide who we race as in today's weekend. Do we race as Mark Webber, or do we race as Enzo Fittipaldi? What do you guys think? We race as Mark Webber out in Netherlands. We scored points with him. Do we race as Mark again and try and go back-to-back points? Or do we race as Fittipaldi? What do you guys reckon? What do you guys reckon? Got a couple of Enzos. Got a Mark Webber. Fittipaldi, you reckon? I'm seeing a few Marks as well. Oh, it's quite close, actually. It's quite close between Mark and Enzo. Yeah, you reckon, Mark? All right, we're seeing a lot of Webbers in the chat. I'm seeing a lot of Webbers. All right, let's rock Webber today again, then. Back-to-back Webber races. Perfectly fine with me. Perfectly fine. Right, what I want to do then before we do that is I want to just quickly do the components. Because otherwise I'll forget to do that, and that will absolutely cook us. We're going to do Webbers after. We'll do Fittipaldi's now real quick. Oh, wow. Fittipaldi has got a lot of engine issues here, isn't he? Jeez. That's going to hurt him a little bit, I reckon. We'll use number 3 there. That's on 86% there, jeez. Number 4's got on that one. Energy store will get through today. What Grand Prix is after Monza, chat? Is it Baku? Imagine Twitch had this poll option for chat to participate in. Yeah, I know, right? Or you could just type it, like I asked. We use the poll option plenty. We could also go with number 2 here as well. Number 2 there too, and then we'll go to the new gearbox as well. The gearboxes, we don't need to worry about penalties for that at least, so. But yeah, we are starting to get towards, needing some components for these guys, because they are starting to eat through their engines and other components a little bit, so. Okay, let's get to race weekend with Mark Webber then. What's the key patches this update? There's been a couple of changes with how the car performs. Apparently they changed around like the front right tire a little bit, which should apparently make the racing against the AI a lot better. So your straight line speed should, I'm gonna quote what they say, it's not from me, but apparently your straight line speed should match the AI a bit more now. And also weather performance should be a bit more equal too. So fingers crossed today we'll see that. Unfortunately we can't really test the wet running. We did get a bit of rain in FP3, but there's no point really doing that. But it looks like we are only going to get some dry running. So at least we can try the straight line speed. That's what I care about the most, to be honest with you. Those straight line speeds were a problem. Should, exactly, should. That's the key word here, should. What's our team's home race? Silverstone. Brawn are an English team, or were an English team, so Silverstone's our home GP. Right, let's put some practice components on Mark's car for now. We are very tight on parts, aren't we, for Mark's car too? Jeez. I'm a little worried it might have taken some penalties today, chat. Not gonna lie. That IC is getting very worn. We can get away with an older MGUK for now there. MGUH is fine as well. Energy store is starting to come up a little bit. Turbocharger's fine. Control electronics are fine as well. And then the gearbox obviously doesn't really matter, so. I have a practice topic to discuss when you go into it. Okay. It's about how Vince's server break your Wi-Fi. Is it actually, or is it something else? It's going to be McLaren or something. Monza's the best place to take engine penalties? Yeah. Monza's definitely like the best place to overtake and stuff like that. I know notoriously in the past, AI weren't great here, but they do seem alright here, so... This year at least. Let's do some practice. Let's see how it is against the AI, and maybe we'll decide after that if we want to take penalties today. Like I said, you've got Baku after this. Baku's not too bad for penalties either. There's a lot of overtaking spots there. So I think either today or Wednesday is when we want to take penalties for a new engine, I'd say. But yeah, let's get through practice first and decide what we want to do from there. 108 AI. We'll run it. We'll see how it goes. We'll adjust it as need be. What's the wheel? What's your FSR? What was Stephen? What's your topic, Jam? Enlighten me.
The calendar, the grandstands are awash with Ferrari red. It's time for practice here in Monza. Welcome along.
Is F125 worth getting? Definitely. It's a much improved game compared to 24. Definitely. 1000%. What's your thoughts on Verstappen possibly going to Merc? I don't think it will happen this year or next year. It could... Oh, we've got a sensor fault. That's good.
Right, we've lost telemetry. In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with us.
Starting the weekend as we mean to go on, right? Starting as we mean to go on. I don't think it will happen this year or next year for Verstappen. Maybe 27. I think Verstappen wants to try and prove a bit more loyalty to Red Bull in a way as well. So I think he'll try and stay for the rest of this year. I think he'll stay in 26 as well. But I think 2027, he may look at some changes with the new regulations as well. It'll be interesting to see what happens after that, I think. Right, let's start off with tire management, I'd say. Jump on the hard tires for that.
Okay, track's green.
Do you think Oscar's 10-second penalty was too harsh? I personally feel like it should have been 5 seconds. No, I don't think it was harsh at all. I actually think harsher penalties should be more welcomed, in my opinion. We preach for safety so much in Formula 1. I think a 5-second penalty wouldn't really meet the requirement for safety, if you ask me. I don't think it's very befitting, if you know what I mean. I think the 10-second penalty was probably fair. I don't think it needs to be more. I don't think it needs to be less. I think a 10-second penalty was honestly probably about spot on. Gotta try and find the right audio setting again. Probably go higher. Exactly. I mean, look at what Behrman did in practice. Behrman made a big mistake in practice and he binned it. I guarantee if Behrman didn't bin it, if he had just lost control of the car, had a little spin or something, he wouldn't have got that bad of a penalty. He probably would have got a 5 place instead. I actually think that the Piastri penalty is perfectly fair. Given the scenario, given there was no really, like, big consequences of it. That's too loud. I think a 10-second penalty is perfectly fair. 7? I think that's okay. Is F125 better than 24? Is it worth getting? Yes and yes. It's better in almost every aspect. Other than the AI, but to be fair, we did get an update to the AI today, so... I cannot find the right setting I want here. Maybe 6 is okay. Yeah, I think 6 is fine. But yeah, I'd definitely recommend getting into this game for sure. The same penalty as someone who deliberately crashed into someone should have been at 5 seconds. Well, I would actually argue that Verstappen should have got more. No? I think Piastri's 10-second penalty was fair. I think the argument really should be, if we're talking about the consistency side of things, that Verstappen should have got more, if anything. But again, like, end of the day, we are kind of talking about FIA and consistency. There's a bit of a mismatch there, really, isn't there? Isn't there? The one thing they're consistent at is being inconsistent. We know that for a fact with these guys. They piss me off so much. I know. I know. And again, like I said about Behrman's penalty in practice as well, I think Behrman's penalty, yes, it was stern, it was harsh, but it probably was deserved. But again, like I say, it's the fact that Behrman's penalty was much worse than what Verstappen got. All in all. his grid penalty was worse, and obviously the penalty points he got was worse as well. So, did he just crash that straight line? Yeah, it was under red flag. He basically, I think he was trying to practice his pit entry and had cold brakes. And then as he went into the pit entry, he slammed the brakes on, trying to get, the car slowed down for the entry line, and then locked the rears and spun out and hit the wall. Max's was very light, but that doesn't mean Oscar's wasn't fair. Are you agreeing with my point on that one? Sorry, the wording's confusing me on that. People talk about circumstances, but you can't solidify everything in the rules. Yeah, no, I agree, but you should still expect some sort of consistency, though, right? Wow, we got purple straight away. Okay, fair enough. Brawn is good on his tyres for the first time ever. That's going straight into the history books. What the hell is happening here? You guys good? I think Antonelli was slowing up Enzo. Chat, do you guys want to see the livery real quick? Oh, I'll tell you what, this would be a great screenshot, wouldn't it? Hold up, we need to get a screenshot of that, maybe. Was Abu Dhabi 21 fair? We are not talking about Abu Dhabi 21. Literally no correlation whatsoever. Oh, sorry. Just smashed the microphone. We need to get a nice view of that, don't we? With the new liveries. Down here. Here we go. These controls on keyboard are a bit weird. Bear with me a second. Look at the new liveries, chat. Look at it. Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Mike hit the mic. He did. Should we try and get like a nice... how do we go up a little bit? I'm just going to do this. Cheap way out. They look good. Let's do... How do I do zoom? Zoom's down here. We go. Oh, that's a fire shot. That's a fire shot. I like it a lot. Change f-stop to 6. F-stop to 6. I'm not very good with, like, photography stuff, so... I can do 6.3. Is that good? Bro's aura farming? Chat, look how good that looks, though. Come on. Hold up. Let me, remove... How do I go... Oh, F2. Here we go. Chat, come on. Look how good that looks. Look how good that looks. You cannot say that don't look sweet. Arava thumbnail. To be fair, it's not far off, is it? It's not far off. Simply lovely. Yup. Simply lovely. Assassin, Quickstar, and Zach, thanks for watching Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Can we do a track walk in the camera mode, please? You want that Martin Brundle styled one? That what you're after? Do I play iRacing? I do indeed. We actually have the 24 Hours of Spa this weekend. I won't be live on TikTok for that though, only on Twitch. Information for our Italian colleagues, yup. I do think, I think Brawn had a lot of investment from an Italian company, I believe, or an Italian person. They were like a British team, and I know Ross Brawn obviously is British as well, but I believe they had like an investor who was from Italy or something. So they were like part Italian, I guess, in a way. Like some of the F1 movie? Indeed, yep. Indeed. I can't lie, that picture might work really well for a thumbnail. Maybe I'll make that the new VODs channel thumbnails. That'd be beautiful, wouldn't it? Is this your my team? It is indeed. Actually went faster lap as well, 3-1-7. What up, Gilly? How's it going, dudes? A Tom thumbnail? I haven't said Tom thumbnail before, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe they'd take inspiration from it. Season 1 it is indeed, yep. Season 1. Although we are slowly creeping towards the final stage of the season now. This is round number 16, so we're pretty much into the final quarter, pretty much, of the season. Or final third, maybe. Actually get a lot of time so far this lap. Purple in the first 2 sectors. So we're trying to find a little bit more. These hard tires don't feel bad at all. These hard tires feel really good, actually. We'll have a look at the wear in a moment, too. Do you think eliminating the DRS will be better next year? I don't know, to be honest. Nice, 20.8. That's not bad on the hard tires at all. We'll do one more lap and then back into the garage. Yeah, I don't really know if it'll be better as such. It's tough to say because there's 2 sides to the argument, really, isn't there? I think a lot of people think DRS kind of forces racing because otherwise, without DRS, you know, we don't really get a lot of overtakes. So there's 2 sides to the argument. There's the side that think that DRS is bad for F1 because it forces racing. And then there's a side that say, you know, we only get overtakes because of DRS. So if we get rid of DRS, are we actually going to have any overtakes? I know, obviously, next year they're bringing in the whole active aero thing. The X and Z, I think it's called. X and Z mode. Whatever it's supposed to be labeled. So, yeah, I don't know. I think there are bigger issues with the regulations than DRS, really. DRS is a weird mix of forcing and allowing racing. Exactly. How is forcing racing bad? It's just how some people view it. Especially like the sort of older generation of F1 fans. Again, not saying, not to call them out or anything like that, but... Oh, that lap was actually significantly worse. Humbled on that one. But yeah, that's what a lot of people think. A lot of people think that because the DRS forces racing, it's not authentic. And it's the only kind of racing we actually get. And in a way, like, I do partially agree with it. Because I think the DRS, in a way, has taken away from everything else in regulation. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one. In the update, apparently in Season 2 Career Mode, it won't stay in It won't say in 2025 and then race day intro. I mean, I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? It's probably a good fix. DRS does have some strategy for racing, though, for sure, yeah. And like I say, I think it is, in modern day, a crucial element to racing. So, we'll see how it is next year without it. Like I say, it's still kind of going to be there, but not at the same time. Like, the whole active aero thing is going to have the same sort of effect, but at the driver's, you know, arsenal, essentially, so... Is it going to be as powerful? That I don't really know. That I don't really know. Explain the new DRS. So essentially what's happening is we're getting rid of the current modern day DRS and replacing it with something called active aero. The way active aero will work is it will be completely at the driver's discrepancy on when they want to use it and how they want to use it. Essentially, there's 2 modes. There's a mode which is more aero and a mode which is less aero, essentially, less drag. If you go with the more aero option, then obviously you're going to not have as much straight line speed. And if you go the less aero option, you're going to be a little bit quicker on the straights and stuff. So the driver can change that, I believe, I want to say, once a lap. I don't know if it's actually been, like, confirmed when and how they can change it. But essentially it'll be a button on the wheel that they adjust and change to how they want it to be. You know, whether it's going to be in X mode or Z mode. That's what they're calling it right now. 2 batteries? No, not 2 batteries. It's only to do with the wings, that's it. Nothing to do with batteries. Nothing to do with the battery. Has the AI fix worked?
About the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into
I mean,
car, okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the
difficult to say right now until we get in the race, but we were purple in the first 2 sectors on a hard tire, but not in the final sector, so I think we won't really get a definitive answer until the race, probably. Have I tested the wet racing yet? No, I haven't. I have not. Can we have a look at speed traps? Let's have a look at speed traps, shall we? Let's go and sport with someone who is up there a bit more. Verstappen's on our lap. Let's see what he does on his actual lap, and we can decide from there, I'd say. Verstappen did 215 miles an hour in P14. Right, bear that in mind, chat. 215, 216 seems to be what the AI is doing, so bear that in mind. We'll go and do a lap in a moment and see what we do with that. We'll do race strategy next. Sam, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it. NASCAR doesn't have DRS, therefore it's better. They just use bump draft. Let's go, finish. Welcome in as well, dudes. Once a lap, I believe. I could be wrong. It's just from, like, the very, like, early brief reports that we've seen. I read somewhere that apparently the driver can change it once a lap. So, again, I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know if that'll be like that. But that's just from what I read. It may well be they can change it as and when they want. But, again, like I say, it's still very early to really say. What team is this? Brawn GP. Sam coming with a Twitch Prime as well. Thank you much, Sam, for the Twitch Prime, my dude. I appreciate that, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do spin chats. Welcome, Sam, into Vince fam. The first month of the Twitch Prime. Just followed and dropped the sub as well. We'd love to see it. Appreciate it, Sam. Thank you, dudes. The system will be driver activated and available in certain parts of the track where lower level downforce are safe. So when you say it's available in certain parts, is that the same as like a DRS zone, for example? Because from what I read, it was a little bit ago. I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago where I read about it. And apparently it was completely the driver's choice on when they can change the mode. But only once a lap, obviously. But again, it's difficult to really say how, you know, accurate that source is, because I have no idea. I don't think anyone truly knows at the moment. Once a lap? Yeah, that's what I saw. That they changed the mode once a lap. For how long? The entire lap, I guess. I don't know. Or until the end of the lap. Something like that. I have absolutely no idea. It would make sense if there were, like, zones. And maybe that's what they'll have. Maybe they'll have a zone where the driver, you know, picks what they want from their modes. Whether they go for the X mode, whether they go for the Z modes. Why is there only 5 drivers? There's not. There's 22. What's the AI update meant to have done? Nothing to the AI, but actually it's a change to the player car, which should help against the AI. That's the idea of it. Basically, Cody's way of avoiding changing the AI was to change the player car to try and match the AI, essentially. And that's what we need to actually check again. When you get down towards turn 1, chat, have a look at the speed trap. Should come up on the right-hand side. And then we can see what their straight line speed is against the AIs. Probably they could just reuse DRS zones for low wing modes. It makes sense, doesn't it? It makes sense. So maybe you can change... You know, for example, Australia has 4 DRS zones, doesn't it? Maybe in Australia you can change your wing mode 4 times in the lap. Maybe at Monaco you can only change it 1 time a lap. Although I assume in Monaco they probably always have it in low or high downforce mode. There we go. 215 miles an hour. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's convincing. That is very convincing. That's the same sort of speed that AI was doing. Fingers crossed. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but that's a good sign. A very, very good sign. Have they fixed the AI in general, etc., like quality gaps? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's been any direct changes to the AI. There's been no direct changes to the AI. 215 on mediums too. Yeah, I don't think you really find much more on a soft. You might get like 1 or 2 extra mile an hour on a soft tire because of the grip you got in the exit here, but I don't think it'll be a significant
5
difference.
months has gone by fast. Have a good race.
You'll have to see it. Numpty, thank you much for the 55-month resub, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, guess Loose Bit Chats. Welcome Numpty into Vince fan for the 55 as well. Appreciate it, buddy. Is the AI traction still OP out of corners? I would imagine so. Like I say, they didn't make any changes to the AI themselves, so I would assume yes. It will still be OP. I think they're very desperate to avoid making any changes to AI, because if you change one small line of code to the AI, you can completely break the AI. It's a very, like, sensitive line of code, essentially. So any changes to the AI have to be very, very carefully thought through and QR'd. Oh, sorry, QC'd. Quality controlled. V8 or V10? We're using V8s right now. Now we see if making the AI fair and straight is just making them slower in general, and now we have a worse problem. That's what I'm also scared about as well, is the kind of knock-on effect from here. Because the one thing that AI were... Because they were so fast on the straights, they had to brake a lot earlier. And that's my concern right now, is that now we're going to match with the straight lines. Are they still going to brake early, or do we have to brake early as well now to match with them? Is the braking performance going to be a little bit different because we can go a bit faster than straight now? We've been smashing these deltas, though. Absolutely smashing it. If max equals over first, then aggressive overtake. I think you mean less than first, actually. Not over. Not more than first. Although, to be fair, if it's Max Verstappen, who knows? Who knows? Sign button for next year. We are talking to him right now. He is on our list. Oh, that was a bit too much of the right-hand side curb. Oh, boy. Snappy through Ascari. Oh, rear tire temps are a little bit hot. 105 at 100 degrees. No wonder it's getting a little bit slippy through that. Have to take a little bit cautiously. We can get another test of it here, can't we? That's the max code for overtaking back mark, especially Ocon at Brazil. Specifically Ocon at Brazil. Look at that, 250 miles an hour. I like it, chat. I like it. It's convincing. Again, we need to really get a better look at when we get into the race. That'll be the true telling point. But from what we're seeing in the speed trap so far, we're matching the AI. So keep your fingers crossed, chat. Keep your fingers crossed. It's looking good so far. What wheel is that? The Monza FSR. Does it count as an experience towards actual racing licenses? What I'm doing right now? No. I mean, you could. If you went into, like, actual competitive sim racing, it could contribute towards getting into real-life racing and things, but with specifically what I do, definitely not. I just race against AI. I don't think racing against AI is going to get you very far, really. But sim racing in general is it's an opening bridge, I'd say, towards real-life F1, or not real-life F1, but real-life racing.
And that was a really good job.
21-2, not bad.
A lot of valuable information.
AI straight line speed felt the same for me. Well, like I said, we did 216 there. 6th in the speed trap. I like that. I like it. But like I say, the true test will be in the actual race. That'll be the most telling part, where we can really see what the AI's pace is like. Oh, Jordan. AI speed in the rain's unfair. Yeah, that's what I need to test as well, is the difference in pace against the AI in the wet. We do have a wet session in FP3. It is raining in FP3. Do you think we should give it a go? And just see the difference? And see if it truly is fixed. Or at least better. Come on, Blushy. The AI speed's the same, but they fixed something with the player car bottoming. That's exactly what I mean, yeah. They didn't change anything specifically with the AI. It was the player car they changed. But the thing is, they made like a few adjustments to the player car. I'll be honest, I don't notice a difference. Quick fun test for FP3, go for it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. But I don't actually notice a performance difference in the car. Well, I don't feel a difference, is what I would say. I would say, if anything, maybe there's a little bit more understeer, if anything, but it's very marginal. Absolutely minimal. I don't think there's, like, anything notable, really, in the feeling of the car. It still feels the same, roughly. Do your practice programs down, quick practice FP2. Good shout. Yeah, we could do. We could do. Usually I like doing quali pace in FP2 because the AI do it in FP2 as well. They use all their soft tires in P2, so... They've improved the brakes? No, so essentially what they've changed is they changed how the front ride height works a little bit. I don't... At the moment, I'm going to say there's going to be no change to setup because, like I say, there's barely any difference in the feel. Only for curbs and things like that, but there's no difference really in how the car feels overall, and I don't think that would really change with a setup change either, so I wouldn't imagine setups would be very different. Maybe some setup shops might change the ride height a little bit, but that'll be about it, I reckon. Jera and Ryan, thanks for us as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome into. If you were put in an F1 car, do you think you'd be able to drive it? Easily. I'd beat Verstappen. DGV1 coming soon. I'd have Verstappen easily. I have to wait for the Speedy F1 shop test, exactly. Speedy's F1 shop is the number one go-to place. All right, Kyle Larson. My secret identity has finally been revealed. I'm Kyle Larson. What up, Mike? How's it going, mate? No. I don't think I could get into an F1 car and immediately beat Verstappen. No, obviously not. Obviously not. Obviously, the big difference you get between sim racing and real life is obviously G-forces. You don't get G-forces in sim racing, really. So that'd be like the big difference alone. Sure, like, maybe you'd sort of understand tracks a little bit better. You'd understand positioning your cars a bit, but, you know, it still feels very different. It's a very, very different environment. In sim racing, you can restart whenever you want. In real life, there's no such thing as a restart, you know? You don't do restarts in real life. You can't flashback. So I think there's that element of, you know, the life factor in real life racing. You don't really have that in sim racing. What up, Daniel? How's it going, dudes? When on an in-lap, how much throttle should be used? I mean, it's not about your throttle usage, it's more about just looking after the tires. You know, the last thing you want to do is put more wear on the tires. What do you mean I can't set max to AI, 0 AI in real life? I suppose we could try a quali pace lap now, couldn't we? And just see how it is. Maybe we'll do it in the last 10 minutes. Treat it in lap like a Q3 lap? Yeah, definitely don't do that. Did you break your thumb in sim racing? I did dislocate my thumb, yeah. That is a thing that happened. But again, like... dislocating my thumb versus in real life probably, you know, hurting a lot more. Real life would definitely hurt a lot more than sim racing in that scenario, for sure.
Everyone ready?
Although I don't think you'd get a black screen in real life, would you? So... In the Lando stand, there were more people cheering for Lewis and Max than I thought. Really? I wonder if they were, like, just troll-taking seats. Respectable, I'm not gonna lie. Very shithousery. You're a high-performance athlete. Real athlete sweat. Hey. High-performance athlete, baby. I feel like dislocating a thumb doesn't quite match up to potentially dying, but that's just me. No, I'm on board with that, actually. Pull my hamstring playing golf. Oh, nice. I don't think I've ever actually played, like, a proper round of golf before. I've done, like, you know, crazy golf and mini golf and stuff like that. I've never played a natural round of golf, and nor do I really intend to. Golf is not a sport for me. I don't have the patience for that game. Whether the racing is so much better, is it? We haven't got a wet race today, but we do have a wet FP3, so I might give it a try. Driving range? Okay, fair. Never been to a driving range either, to be fair. A lot of cheering for Hulkenberg when he went past the, for the last time. Understandably, and rightly so. I think everyone yesterday was a Nico Hulkenberg fan. Right, let's try a quality lap, shall we? Let's see if we're a little bit faster in the speed trap now as well. Car's going to blow up, bro.
Compared to F124, what is the I like? Do they still swerve all over the track and unconditionally defend?
Do they swerve all over the track and unconditionally defend? Yeah, a little bit. I would say the AI is more aggressive this game, for sure. I went into lead mode by accident. Fuck's sake. I accidentally put the car in lead modes. I would say they definitely are a bit more defensive and a bit more aggressive this game. Are they smarter? Definitely not. There was an issue at one point with the AI having really, like, good straight line speed. And apparently, well, I say apparently, they are very quick in the wet right now as well. However, there was an update today to fix those two things I just listed. So, who knows? Who knows? Miles wide. Wow. What up, Barry? Dropping a bit of time down here, aren't we? Bit wide of the market parabolica. Okay, not the cleanest lap. Not the cleanest lap. That'd be a 19.3. Dipper's P1. But, yeah. Not even those 18s, really. What changed the AI update? I mean, it's not really what changed with the AI. It's actually what changed with the player car. The player car is what got changed to try and better against the AI. I think that's the, that's Cody's way of trying not to change the AI too much, is to actually configure the player car. Yeah, there's no community race this Sunday. We've got the 24-hour of Spa this weekend, so no community race this week. However, if we do DNF the race early, then maybe there'll be a community race still, but depends how that race goes, I guess. Am I ever going to bring back F1 Manager? Very unlikely, I'd say. Very unlikely. I did enjoy F1 Manager, but I don't know. I find the game too repetitive. Like, I don't know. I feel like all the overtakes, all the crashes, any sort of incidents you get in the weekend, they're all like the same. The amount of times I saw people spinning at the hairpin in Canada, doing the same thing constantly, it was... I don't know, it got difficult to play after a while, personally. It's a good game. A great concept, just... don't know. Not a game I could enjoy as much as I wanted to, unfortunately. Give it to the racing line of the physics seriously? Yeah. And, like, I've played so much Football Manager. And, you know, in Football Manager, it's safe to say the physics in that are non-existent. There's like no physics in the game engine on that, but I don't know. I can get on with that, but with F1, I just couldn't. I don't know why. It's a very slow day game for me, so it just wastes time. Yeah, exactly. I also felt like people didn't enjoy watching me play F1 Manager as much as F1 24. Or 25 for that matter as well. I think people much enjoy, you know, watching me race rather than watching me manage the team, for example. So, yeah. That was like a generally speaking thing. I know some people do prefer F1 Manager, which is perfectly fine. But, yeah, in terms of streams, I think people much preferred me playing this rather than F1 Manager. You should be shaking from withdrawal right now then, noob. Okay, let's finish up that session then, shall we? Let's finish up FP1. Looks like we're going to finish up on top for the time being, but not many drivers are on the soft tyre, so take it with a pinch of salt for now. Thank you much for the 2-month resub as well, Demise. I appreciate that as well, buddy. Hope you're doing good as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's in chat. So welcome to my Vince fan for the second month as well. Appreciate the 2 months.
Shortly for more Formula One action.
Games well, yeah, improved the basic thing like the reality of the movement of the steering wheel in the pits makes me angry. No, I agree. I do agree with that as well. I do agree. And again, like, I try not to focus too much on that sort of thing because, like I said, I played so much Foot Manager and stuff like that, but I feel like, I don't know, with Foot Manager, everything's down to the race and stuff, you know? And I guess you could argue that in Foot Manager, everything's down to the football matches there as well, but I don't know what it is. Like, I can get on with it in Foot Manager, but I struggle with it in F1 Manager. It's strange. Very, very strange. Right, so we do finish up on top in FP1 here in Monza, ladies and gentlemen. Verstappen in second, Tsunoda in third. Albon sits in fourth place so far. The medium tyre is not too bad at all. Charles Leclerc in fifth on the soft. Piastri in sixth on the mediums alongside Alonso, also mediums as well. Antonelli in eighth on the soft tyre. Then we've got George Russell and Lando Norris on the mediums and hards in that top 10. Where was our teammate Enzo Fittipaldi? P16. Not bad, actually. Ahead of the Sauber of Hulkenberg, ahead of Behrman, Gasly, Ocon, all on medium tyres. That's actually kind of convincing there from Enzo. I like that. Bit more of that, please. What up, comment? With this, you're kind of doing both managing and racing, so it's better. Yeah, that's true. And especially with the My Team overhaul this year as well, there's definitely a lot more to do in, you know, outside the tracks and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. F1 Manager's a good game. It just was, yeah, I don't know, got repetitive. Got too repetitive. And apparently F1 Manager 24 is the last one in the series as well, right? They never actually confirmed it themselves, don't believe, but I don't think there's going to be any more F1 Managers, which is a bit of a shame, but I can't say I'm surprised. Lastly, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Your unadulterated rage towards Lawson will never leave my memories. That's like a core memory for the 2025 gang, really, isn't it? What's it 24, actually? It might be 24 when we're playing that, like late 24. Late 24, early 25, I think we're doing F1 Manager, won't we?
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
Might have been actually before that. Maybe it was 24. Dumbest thing about F1 Manager is that 23 both costs more and is worse than 24. Yeah, and with 24, you obviously get the roster updates as well, right? Well, roster updates. The roster, community rosters. That's what they call it, right? Engine will no longer inform me that a problem with the DRS is an engine issue? Okay, well, that's something. I have a lot of traffic behind me here. Profits aren't high enough, so they're forfeiting their license for F1. Yeah, they were literally running at a loss every single year. I don't think that they ever actually made a profit out of F1 Manager. I'm pretty sure they're running at a consistent loss with every single release. I don't think it really, like, picked up as much interest as they were hoping as well. I think Frontier Developments are a very good game developer. They made a lot of good games in the past, but yeah, unfortunately, F1 Manager games were just a bit wide of the mark, really. Give me Lando Norris stuff? I ain't got any Lando Norris stuff. I haven't even got it for myself, let alone to give away. I'm pretty sure that was noted, noob. I'm pretty sure there was notes in the community notes, but... What difficulty do we play? 110 usually. Alright, here we go. First quali lap of FP2. So we can set down. That was a nice chicane. Please don't give me traffic. I'm gonna get so much traffic here, damn. Well, that's a shame. We were nearly 3 tenths up, but... Can we try and sneak any more in Parabolica? I'm faster than Lawson in the straight there, that's something. No. Oh, man, that's a shame. I think we would have beaten that program, too.
Well, program
Gonna have to run it again, aren't we?
Wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid.
Gonna have to run it again. What level does it go up to? The AI 110 is the max you can do. You can't go any higher than that. What the fuck are they doing? Okay, the AI are a bit stupid in the outlaps. They just sit on the racing line on an outlap. Out of turn 2. That's good. Very, very good. F1 Metro is a fairly good series, but just too niche to have a success. Yeah. I mean, it was a great idea. Like I say, the idea of it was great. I think people did like the idea of managing their own F1 teams and stuff like that, but I also think the issue was as well is that the game was very demanding. Not in a sense of, like, popularity, but in a sense of your, like, the technical aspects of your PC. It was a very demanding game. Very resourceful. So I think, like, if they had made the game more accessible to people who had lower PCs and things, I think they would have got a lot more purchases and stuff like that. But the thing is, you actually needed a fairly decent PC to run the game. My PC sounded like it was going to take off of runway 3 or something when I was playing it. Hey, I got the PRC trick immediately. Yeah, they did. 10-second penalty to Alonso. It's only fair, right? Gotta keep it consistent. Ben, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. Did I play horribly on console too? That I don't know one. I didn't play on console, so I'm not too sure. But maybe some people who had console can confirm. Somehow it ran on Nintendo Switch 1. It did, didn't it, actually? How the fuck did I do that? My computer couldn't run F1 Match 23 above, like, 25 FPS. Exactly, that's what I mean. Like, so many people had so many issues with the performance of the game. And I don't think that helped as well. They made the game very, very resource heavy. And, like I say, a lot of the... I think a lot of, like, the casual people in F1 would have happily enjoyed the game too, but they just couldn't run the game. It was just not runnable. My piece in the rain might as well have had a flight plan ready for my computer. Literally. Bro was getting taxied to the runway. Alright, we've got 2 more soft tyres. Let's pump out a couple more quali laps, and then that'll do for practice 2. Then we're going to do a little bit of practice in the rain, because I want to see how the AI perform in the rain against us. That's the big thing I want to know. How do the AI do against ourselves? Can you do a season online against other drivers? When you say other drivers, do you mean, like, real-life players? Or do you mean, like, AI? Yeah, if you couldn't run the game very well on a 4070, yeah. I mean, I had a 3070 Ti. And, like I say, even that was still being pushed quite hard. Real-life players? Yeah, I'm sure there's leagues out there who do kind of real life seasons in a way. You can find a league that does that. You heard the Lotus engine was so unbelievable? Yeah, I bet. I bet. Which one, though? Which Lotus engine was it? Do I think Adrian Newell will make Aston Cook next year? I hope so. I really hope so. F1 content, thanks for following as well, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in. They don't optimize games these days? Yeah, I mean, what a lot of developers try and do these days is they like to use the whole early access cash grab. So many game developers will release their game early, claim it's early access, that it's unfinished, and just try and money grab what they can to try and help fund the game even further. Not many developers will genuinely release an actual finished game these days. So many devs will release early access games just to use that as an excuse. It's kind of sad, really. I had to go so hard on the brakes at turn 1. The 2011 F1 engine, nice. That was the V8s back then as well, I'm pretty sure. I keep running wide there. Surely this time. Surely this time it's a purple. Lost a little bit of parabolic, but surely. W.
Program complete and a job well done.
Finally got a purple on the quality pace. You love to see it. 18.8. Good stuff. Good stuff. Right, we've got one more soft tire to go, and then that'll be us done with the quali pace, and then we can look ahead to FP3, where we'll do a little bit of testing against the AI in the wet. That'll be a big sign against the AI, really, whether this update's worked or not. Early access isn't even worth it 9% of the time because the game doesn't even fully run like it should until after its first big update. Literally. And like I said, that's what I mean. Like, developers just love to use early access as an excuse to release an unfinished game and grab some money quickly. It's such a common procedure, and I hate it. Absolutely hate it. And it's so normalized as well. I understand beta testing, but early access seems stupid. Yeah. I mean, like, you see it with the F1 games as well. Every F1 game gets, like, a private beta, which you have to sign up for and stuff like that we do the testing for, essentially. And, yeah, it's just the way they do it. Somebody just glorified pay beta testing, and those are not okay. Exactly, that's what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Money's money, though. Yep. And at the end of the day, money is what makes the world go round, isn't it? So. He also had the funds to wait for the revenue to come in. Yeah, they did. Yeah, EA, what, $1 billion company, so they ain't got to worry too much about cash grabs and such. Even though they still do it, but, you know, they do it in their own way with, you know, Ultimate Team packs and things. I dread to think how much money EA make from Ultimate Team. It scares me to think about. What's the new update? Essentially, they've changed around how the player car works a little bit to try and match the AI's performance. So we should, I'm saying should in kind of quotation marks, we should see a significant difference in the straight line speed between ourselves and the AI. So hopefully, we can actually compete in a straight line now. Hopefully. Right, let's jump onto a new soft tire. I'm going to put the fuel down a little bit as well. Right, last practice lap of FP2. Well, actually, it's the new update. Like I said, they've changed around the player card to match the AI a bit better. So what they say is the way that what they've done with the car, essentially, is they've changed around how the front ride height works, which should bring better performance against the AI in a straight line and in the wet conditions. There's an entire, like, patch note sheet online for you to read through if you want to. But, yeah, it's a load of, like, patches and bug fixes, all that sort of stuff. Oh, shimmy. Do you know if there's any rookie league somewhere, for example, on Grid Finder?
Right, we've got
Probably.
enough fuel for 3 more laps.
I'd imagine there'd be one on Grid Finder. Alternatively, Reddit's always a good option. There's always a lot of people looking for people to drive in their rookie leagues in Reddit and things like that, so have a browse on there, maybe. Swear I were 10,000 mile an hour faster than the straights. It felt like it. And from what we noticed so far, where again, like I said, it's only practice right now, so we can't really say for sure. But we were matching the AI in the straight lines, in the speed trap. So fingers crossed, that means good. Fingers crossed. Right, one more quali lap. Take a look at the exit. How did you get the Brawn GP on the Halo? We're using a livery mods. Up in the middle sector. I'm very tight on battery now, though. Used up quite a bit. I should stay green over the lap, but I'm probably going to drop a good bit in the final corner here. No! Damn it. I used up way too much battery. Way too much battery early on. I think by the time I got to turn 1, I was at like 60% battery. Used up way too much battery. Way too much. Do you have to be on Steam for mods? Steam or EA app? They're the only options. If you're on anywhere else, unfortunately not. Steam or EA app's the only one that works. Obviously, we're starting Hulkenberg for next season. It'd be right, wouldn't it? It'd be right. I mean, we are actually in talks with Hulkenberg right now because he approached us. Hulkenberg actually approached us to join the team, so... But I think we have to sign Button. Jensen Button is like our priority for next season. We've got to get him in. Oh, Callum. Bet you have a cheating mod? What do you think the cheating mod is? Would be my question. You can go, Ocon. Don't be nervous, buddy. You can go. You can go. It's okay. Don't worry. Come on. Esteban, don't be nervous. Unfortunately, the AI still do that. Oh, I have a lot of traffic here, shit. And I see the original Brawn livery is in now. Yep, absolutely. It was only right. I mean, to be fair, I think we actually did a pretty good job with that custom livery, didn't we? It was actually fairly close to the real life one, so wasn't bad at all. Trying to give you a grip pen, it seemed like it, yeah. Bastards. AI always trying to scam me. What can I do with mods in F1? Because in S1, of course, you can literally change the entire game. Yeah, you can't really... You can't change like the core values of the game. The core values kind of are unchangeable, really. There's a lot of stuff that's unchangeable. However, as you can hear, obviously you can change like the game files, so you have different audio sounds. Like, for example, I'm using the V8 engines. You can put V10s in. You can put V12s. You can't like mod in drivers and stuff like that. The drivers are like set. They're locked. You can't change those. But there's a lot of like graphical changes you can do. You can change like the liveries and stuff. You can change race suits, what your team wear, all that sort of stuff. So a lot of cosmetic stuff can be changed, but not really a lot that's deep in the core of the game, really, if that makes sense. Can I make a custom livery for Creative Team? Yes. Have you noticed that you changed the AI? Not in the AI, but in the player car. I mean, we've gone purple in all 3 sectors here, which is a pretty good sign, isn't it? Very good sign. Right, half an hour to go. Let's see if the AI can catch up a bit more. You can change quite a bit with the right tools and know-how. I've seen videos of sub-30-second Osher laps with 2-kilogram cars and 4 times braking force. Okay, well, there's a lot more. There's a lot more out there than I know of, then. Why not make a real Brawn car? What does that even mean? What do you mean a real Brawn car? Is it more of an actual sim or a simcade? This game is more of an arcade arcade racing game than a sim racer. We call it a simcade, but it's like, I would say 70% arcade racer and then 30% sim racer, I'd say. It's not very simulation-y. Not at all. I have a fake Brawn car? Apparently so. I'm very curious what entails a real Brawn car. Play F1 2009. Yeah, exactly. That's how to get a real Brawn car. Play F1 2009. It's the only game that has the Brawn car, to be fair, so... I don't think it was an F1 2020, was it? I don't think it was a classic car in that game. Right, we do finish up on top then in the end of FP2 as well. Back-to-back sessions being on top. You love to see it. Lando Norris in second place, George Russell in third, Verstappen, Albon, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Antonelli, Ocon, and Piastri all in that top 10 as well. Our teammate in P15. Yo, I tell you what, Brawn are kind of doing all right so far here, aren't they? Even our teammate is pushing up there a little bit. That's a rarity. Big rarity. Thought you can customize a car with mods. Are you asking to make, like, the real Brawn livery? Is that what you're saying? Because that's exactly what we got. Right, chat. I don't usually do FP3, but on this instance, because of the update, I want to try it. I want to see what the AI difference is in the old update and the new one. So we're going to do FP3 here. We're only going to spend like 10, 15 minutes doing it. But I want to see if we can try and match the AI in the wet now. That's all I care about. Is it going to be heavy rain at any point? It's only light rain. Light rain, that's fine. We're going to do a few laps in the wet. I just want to see the performance against ourselves and the AI. Yeah, we are using a mod for the real life livery. Definitely looking more even between you and the AI in the straight line. 100%, isn't it? Let's just hope that it's like that in the in the wet as well. So let's jump up the fuel to a good 9 laps for now, and then let's give it a go.
All set. We're ready to go.
What are the times they currently have? That's a good question. I should have looked. Why is your beautiful face your account picture now? Well, I mean, for the exact reason you said. It's beautiful. Ollie, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Welcome in too. AI's times are 30.4 is fastest from Liam Lawson so far. Is it mod just for the base livery so you can put the in-game sponsor on top? Yes. Yeah, essentially this livery overwrites one of the custom ones, but you can still, like, put your own sponsors on, which is why you still got the Avolo one. We still have the Xenon ones as well. So you can still add a bit more to it in the in-game. Can you do an outboard shop for livery? We already have. I'll post it on Discord later for those who are interested in it. How do you join online races? Go into F1 World, then press Multiplayer Grand Prix. It does surprise me how often I get that question. Okay, I want to stay behind Tsunoda because I want to see if we can keep up with him. So I have to stay ahead. Can you mod the race? So it has to be a full race. So it's like 35 laps. I don't know what you're asking, sorry. Are you asking if you can shorten the race distance or something? Or change the race distance in a multiplayer Grand Prix? That is true, noob. That is true. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see if we can try and stay with Yuki. For online, yeah, you can change the race distance. You can choose between 5-lapper. You can choose between 3-lapper, 5-lapper, a 25%, a 35%, a 50%, and a 100%. So plenty of options. Still 5th in the speed trap. Speed trap still looks good. You can do 3 laps? You can, yeah. It's called quickfire, I believe. Okay, Yuki has taken off through turn 2. $29.9 is the new fastest so far. We have dropped off a bit from Yuki, haven't we? Not down. What time race? Whenever race starts. Whenever qualifying's finished. Okay, we have fallen a good bit back from Yuki here. But again, still early doors. Let's see what happens. It could also be a skill issue as well. Got to counter in that as well. 29.4 from Antonelli. I feel like Yuki's going to go quicker here. Yeah, he does. 28.5. Wow. P3? That's... Again, looking convincing, isn't it? Looking very convincing. I love your passion for Formula 1. Hey, man, I just love race cars. Car fast and go vroom very loud. Me happy. We're simple humans out here. Does anyone know if practice is included in 50% online races? You can set it if you want to. Not many people do it, though. Yuki's pissed off early? Yeah. Maybe Yuki's doing a couple quali runs, though. We're on a bit more racy kind of fuel, really, so... Maybe you're right, Carter. Maybe you're right. Have I ever seen a truck race live? No, but I have watched monster trucks do lots of interestingly skillful things. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I like this right now. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I like it. The AI, we're competing against them in the rain right now. I like it. Shut up, Wolf. You're not even subbed. What happened to you? Monster Truck do Monster Truck things? Exactly. I've seen Monster Truck do lots of stunts, and that's interesting. Quite fun. Scary, but quite fun. Is the AI straight line speed compared to play any better? Yes. From what we've done so far in practice, I can say yes. But I think we'll get the proper test when we do the race later on. Stop it, audio. Gonna improve a bit more here, aren't we? I think Yuki's on an in-lap now, so... Although his positioning is a bit awkward. I like it, chat. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Honestly, having a purple middle sector there is very telling, I'd say. Because the middle sector, I'd argue, is where the AI would be quickest in the rain, usually. I think there's been some good improvements here. I think the improvements might have worked. Again, it's only practice, but I'm on the same AI level, and we're looking pretty good right now. So, I don't want to get too confident, but it's looking pretty good.
70, you were not sub-sucky, mum. I was getting around to that. I was trying to think of a very autistic message, but I cannot think of one.
You found one.
Why are you all saying L Wolf? I'm an avid Dave Dive 73 supporter.
73?
Max Verstappen.
How many are there?
BTW, spinning in the rain, oh my god, GR63 would never.
Kind of has, though, isn't he? It kind of has. Too much Wolf for the 71 resub as well, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, spin chat to welcome Wolf. It's a bit fan for the 70 as well. You were scaring me without that badge, Wolf. I was looking out for you, alright? See like that. I was looking out for you. Qualify the race with a retest? It will be, yeah. Honestly, I kind of wish we had a bit of rain in qualifying or in the race, just so we could do a proper test with it. But so far, it's looking good. It's looking good. Did Lando break his nose yesterday? I don't think he broke his nose, but I think he got a nasty little cut on the, like, right here or something, didn't he? I think he got, like, hit in the face by a camera or something, right? I don't think he broke anything, but, yeah, he had a nasty little cut. Some just salted in the Pacific Ocean. Do you mean the Pacific Ocean? Someone fell on him climbing the fence. Guy fell into him and hit the trophy into his nose. Ooh, ouch. To be fair, that doesn't sound very nice. They put privacy barriers up for a reason, or for some reason. Yeah, I was kind of questioning that as well. I think they didn't want what happened happening, basically, so the fans couldn't see the pit lane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was like. I wonder if that was something requested from the teams actually. If the teams requested a bit of privacy from, you know, where the fans can stand and where they are. Maybe the teams wanted it. Drew, thanks for following as well, mate. Appreciate it. Surprised the guy didn't flatten him, yeah. But don't think he's got any like serious damage. I think it's a nice little cut, so. Right, chat, I think it's safe to say the AI in the rain, I mean, we're 1.6 seconds down to Lando. However, comparing it to others around us, I think it's not looking too bad, is it? It's not looking too bad, so. It's tough to say. I think the only way we can really test it is if we do like an actual qualifying session or a race against the AI. But from what I'm seeing at the moment, you know, I didn't have to adjust the AI at all. We're still on 110 AI. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it's fixed. I really hope so. What was updated about the AI? So it wasn't actually an update with the AI. It was actually an update with the player car to match the AI, essentially. They changed around the front ride height and how the front ride height works, and apparently that gives better performance in straight line speeds and also more performance in the wet weather as well. And so far, I can side with it. But like I say, I think I'll give it the full stamp of approval when we go into a race against the AI, really. That'll be the real telling point. But for now, with practice, it's looking all right. It's looking all right. Basically, the AI was using a non-conforming card to FIA regs. Yes. The AI should have been DSQ'd from every single race, is what I'm hearing. And we should be leading the championship. All right. That'll do for practice. We are dropping down a little bit now as well. I think the track's getting a bit better, so they're not quite as representative that time as it could have been. I think if we went out for another lap now, I'd probably be around a mid... What? Probably not mid, but low 28, high 27 maybe. So... And the track probably dried up a little bit as the session went on, so... But yeah, I think it's probably okay to say the AI is looking a bit better in the wet now and also in the straight line. So, like I say, the true test will be when we go into an actual race. That'll be the main test before I can give my stamp of approval. And the same for when we get rain in the race as well. That'll be where we can really see it as well. But from what I've seen in practice, it's looking good. It's looking good. But, yeah, we'll see what happens in the race later on. Right. That is FP3 over and done with, ladies and gentlemen, which means practice for the day is done and dusted, and it's time to get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Monza. Verstappen on top so far, to Norris to Piastri, with Russell, Ocon, Leclerc, Lawson, Tsunoda, Sainz, and Lewis Hamilton all in that top 10. Better as in good or better as in bad? Good? In what context would better be bad? I don't know what context better in bad would be. What wheel am I using? The Monza FSR. Right! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time for qualifying here in Monza. We need a pretty good qualifying session. If we have a bad qualifying session, I'd imagine we'll probably end up starting in the back of the grid, because we have got a few components that are starting to get a bit of wear. So, gotta be a little bit careful with some of my components here. How come so many UK people play F125? Probably because the sport was invented in the UK, and I think a lot of British people love motorsports. Would be my guess. a lot of British people love F1 and motorsports, so kind of makes sense, I guess. It lines up. Right, number 1's fine there. We'll go number 2 here. Number 1 the electronics, and then gearbox can stay at number 10 as well. That's fine. All right, so we are expecting a full dry weekend from here on out. We had a bit of rain in FP3, but for the qualifying and for the race, we are expecting a full dry weekend, a bit of cloud cover throughout the race as well, but no rain is forecast for the race, so we can't really test the AI in the wet today too much, but we can test their straight line speed, and fingers crossed, it's better, please. Nothing else to really mention, I don't think. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get underway for Q1 here in Monza. Full dry session up front. Let's see what we can do for the opening session. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Q1 here in Monza. Let's get the audio up here as well. There we go. Right, let's do this. Silverstone holds 500k people for a reason. Yeah, literally. Literally.
They call it the Temple of Speed, and the pilgrims have come to worship. It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza.
I got so many Americans play 2K. To be fair, that's a good comparison. A lot of Americans play Madden and 2K. Whereas a lot of British people play FC25 and F125. Just a difference in our lifestyles, I guess. If you don't put it on poll, I'm disappointed. You will be. You will be. I just want it to be more competitive and fair. And it looks like it's going that way, so. Why do Canadians love hockey? Obviously, it's because we invented it. Yep. I mean, there you go. Right. Let's go underway for Q1 then, shall we? Let's skip a little bit of time to start the opening session. We've got a few cars out on track already. Our teammate Enzo Fittipaldi's out on track. We'll go on about the 16-minute mark, I reckon. We'll go much lower on the fuel. 3.3 should be good. And then soft tires is fine as well. We'll be live on Sunday for the 24-hour. I'll be live on Saturday for it. It starts on Saturday. At the moment, I'm not too sure. It depends what time we want to do our slot. There's like 4 slots you can pick from, so we aren't too sure exactly what slot we'll do. Most likely the 12 p.m. slot, so probably be live about 12:30, something like that. So.
Okay, when you're ready. Let's
go. Difficult to say at the moment. But I'll let you guys know on Discord, obviously. Did I not do Glenn? No, we didn't do Glenn. We didn't do Glenn. Enzo's going to sell, you reckon? I'm not going to lie. Enzo was doing all right in practice. Enzo was doing all right. Have I tried a lot more Ultimate? I have. Decent game. Very decent. Vince Racing is his least favorite track this weekend. We're still doing that gimmick. It's July 2025 and we're still pulling that gimmick. Anoli, thanks for following the Twitch, mate. Appreciate you doing it. Welcome in. When was the last time Fitzpatrick made Q2 without your help? Probably never. I don't think he has. I think if he made Q2, it was from our own doing. Not a gimmick, just facts. No, it's a gimmick. It's the biggest gimmick in the scene right now. 17-4 from George Russell. Oh my god, I take it back. AI's fucked. What up, 4B? A bit more temperature than front tires. Okay. Let's do this, shall we? Be a bit more careful with that battery this time as well. A little bit too much inside curb.
We've been pushed down to P19, I'm afraid.
Oh, that scar is a little bit out of shape as well, wasn't it? Not the cleanest lap, this one so far. Might get a little bit of a slipstream here, maybe. Down to line we go. How's it going to be? Ooh, 19-0. Ooh, ow. Ooh, ooh. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. That's not too convincing, is it? Not even faster than what we did in practice. We did an 18-8 in practice, so... Jeez. Tore my calf while getting out the bath? Jesus Christ, what the fuck? What's my favourite track? Spa-Francorchamps. We're very close into to the 18s, to be fair. We've got a 19.001, a couple thousandths away, but... Yeah, I think we're going to have to improve the lap quite a bit if we want to get through to Q2. I'm not too convinced of that at the moment. We have put a good bit of timer on the soft tyres too. 8 and 9% on that left side, 3 and 6 on the right. So, you have to be very careful with the tyre usage in qualifying. How to get the engine to sound like that? We're using mods. Best thing about being on PC is you get access to so many different mods to make the game so much different. Use mediums next, faster than softs. Says who? Mediums are not faster than soft tires. Where did you get that from? Lawson put Spa at a D tier in a game. I was shocked. Lawson put Spa at D tier. Well, Lawson's just dropped down my ranks a lot, isn't he? Did he have, has he got, like, bad memories at Spa or something? Has he not had a good race there yet? I feel like he'll change his mind if he has a good race there. Just try, bro. Here they're faster than softs. Over a race stint? Maybe. Not over one qualifying lap. And a qualifying lap would be slower on medium tires. Plus, I'd rather save the medium tire for the race anyway. I don't really want to use it in qualifying. Right. Yeah, we are quite far off now, aren't we? I mean, we're not in the bottom 7 yet. Sorry, bottom 6. We're not in the bottom 6 yet. But we are one place above it. Enzo's gone to last. I mean, all that hope we had in practice is very quickly being shattered here, isn't it? But we are down to P16. Oh, boy. Got a bit of work to do here, chat, haven't we? Got a bit of work to do. Yuki said has gone for 18.5. Only 4 tenths faster, not a huge difference. A lot of our time is in the... A bit in the first sector. Couple tenths in the first sector, maybe. Middle sector's actually not bad. Middle sector's actually decent. Final sector, need a bit more time there as well. So, if we can find 2 or 3 tenths each in Sector 1 and Sector 3, we could probably get ourselves into that top 10. I mean, Bortoletto is P10 right now. And if he's P10, we're going to try and at least match that, haven't we? So, we are going to have to do another lap here. No doubt about it. I might go out straight away just in case we do 3 laps.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
Find it funny how Lawson's the only rookie driver who is plus 20 years old. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he has filled in a few races. He's like the most unrookiest rookie ever. Like, it classifies as a rookie, but he's had so much experience in racing that he's not really a rookie. Especially in F1 as well. He's already filled in for a few races here and there in the past, so... He's the least rookie of all the rookies, that's for sure. Yeah, 110 is the maximum AI. You can't go any higher than that.
I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
P16 is not good. Needs to find a bit of time from there. Wilson's a rookie Sonny, but definitely not rookie experience. Yeah, that's a fair judgment. He classifies as a rookie, but he's not really a rookie. Him and Behrman already have multiple races under their belt before their rookie year. Well, to be fair, Behrman only had 2. He came in for Jeddah and then Baku, wasn't it? And to be fair, he did pretty well in both those races. And it was all in the same season, those two as well. Brazil too. Oh, yeah, was it? Yeah, sorry, you're right. It was Brazil as well. Yeah, he had a bit of a torrid time in Brazil, didn't he? I remember that one. He had a horrible time in Brazil. Right. Lap 2, chat. How have I found 3 tenths in the first couple of corners? Huh? How bad did I mess it up? Oh my god. Still a bit tight on batch though, aren't I? Okay. Where have you been hiding your sexy little minx? Look at that. 6 and a bit tenths puts us in the top 10. That is much better. 18.3. Jeez, okay. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks for the 6 months. Push, push.
Thank you for the 6 months, 20 Ito. Thank you much for the 6-month resub with a Twitch Prime as well, buddy. I appreciate that. Very kind of you, ladies and gentlemen. Get a spin chat to welcome Juan into Vince Fam for the 6 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy. Well, I think that should be a Q2, right? That was a vast improvement. Big, big improvement. Like I say, 3 tenths in that first chicane. I must have got it really wrong on that first lap, but yeah, that's the one the time I was looking for, and sure enough, we found it. I still think there's a bit more in it. It wasn't the perfect lap. It was a much improved lap, but it was not quite perfect, I'd say. Go again, I think. I think we'll be good for Q2. If we go again, we have to use another set of tires, and I've already used 2 sets of tires. Kind of need to avoid using a third, really, don't we? I don't think we'll use a soft tire in the race, so we can afford to use all of our soft tires in qualifying, but we're only in Q1 at the end of the day. Kind of need to avoid using 3 sets in Q1. That'd be pretty bad tire management. They're useless as soft tires? Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of see from the way, I mean, like I say, we did out lap, push lap, in lap, and look at the tire wear, 9% in the rear left. I'd imagine you'll probably get like 6 laps out of these tires and they'll just completely fall off. I think this could be a very useless tire. If there's a very late safety car, maybe worth it, but I think that's the only time you really want to look at doing it, really, isn't it? Come on, Wets. Once you get knocked out by 1 millisecond, I'd probably cry. Not gonna lie. That better not happen. I'm addicted to watching you play and me play at the same time. There you go. You love to see it. Great combination. Fantastic combination. I mean, we're still 0.8 away from George Russell, but I guess that's to be expected, right? Quite a nice number to look at there. 0.888 away from George Russell. Middle sector, sorry, first sector is actually pretty competitive, isn't it? We're only a 10th away from Oscar's purple sector in the first sector, but against the top guys, a lot of those guys doing 0.8s in sector 1, and we matched them, so that's not bad. Middle sector, still a bit of time to find there, I'd say. Probably a bit more to find that final sector too, right? Is Mark Webber actually your name? I need you to think about that for a second. Just for a moment, just think about it. You'll come to an answer. Sector 3, yikes. Yeah, that Sector 3 is weird. I think it's because I use up a bit too much battery. I think I use up too much battery in the first 2 sectors. In the final sector, I have nothing left, and I think that drops me a bit of time. So, I got to do a bit better with my battery in the first couple of sectors, and then it should be okay. Gap to P17 right now is 1 second, almost, to Ollie Behrman. So, I think we're good. I think we're good. Likewise, Snoop. Likewise. Right, we should start to see the first cars heading out, which we do. There is actually barely any cars out right now. Wait, how many cars are out on track? P13 all the way down to P22. Bro, there's barely any cars out there. For the last lap of Q1. Interesting. All right, fair enough. Who's in the line? Our teammate. Right. Chat, we're all Enzo fans for the next minute and a half. We are all Enzo fans for the next 90 seconds. If he doesn't finish P22, we celebrate. If he finishes 21st or higher, party at my house tonight. You're all invited. Although, to be fair, for the prediction, we need him to get 16 or above, don't we? But it is Enzo Fittipaldi at the end of the day, so... Let's see his first sector. I think he was slower. I'm pretty sure he was slower. I feel like I said that every single qualifying session about Enzo. 27-1. Oh, he might be up. He might be up. Didn't even get into the 19s. He He didn't even get into the 19s. We didn't even move position, actually. We stayed P9. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Enzo Fittipaldi didn't even break into the 19-second lap times. Oh, God. I think he might be done out here, chat. Not gonna lie. He might be done out here. Enzo Fittipaldi will start last in the Monza Grand Prix. Oh, dear. Jack Dillon is also knocked out in Q1 as well in P21. Pierre Gasly's... Wait, he's not last, chat. Gasly's got a penalty. He's not last. Party at my place, chat. Party at my place. Enzo starts 21st. He can still go to 22nd, though, in the race. But Gasly, who starts P20, will now start in last place with the 5-place grid penalty. Ollie Behrman in 19th, Liam Lawson 18th, and Nico Hulkenberg, the man who just got a podium in real life, is knocked out. Not by much, though, to be fair. Half a tenth to Esteban Ocon in P16. But we finish up in P9. A very decent Q1 for ourselves. And hopefully, we can continue that on for Q2 and at Q3. George Russell on top so far. Less than a tenth separating the top 4 right now. So let's see how that unfolds in the next couple of sessions. On to Q2 we go. Not Pierre. Yep. Unfortunately, Pierre. We haven't decided, Noob, if we're taking him or not. I think the idea was to see how qualifying went, see how practice and qualifying goes, and then decide after that. It is a good place to take it, but to be fair, so is Baku. So maybe in Baku, we'll try and take some penalties instead. Right. As you can see, we have got a good few tires we've already used. We've already used up 2 soft tires in Q1, so we've got to be a little bit careful with our tire usage for Q2. We've only got 1 fresh soft remaining for the rest of Q2. So, got to make the most of that while we can. Obviously, if we make it through to Q3, we do get another soft tire. But for now, we'll run this old soft and see how we do. I'm actually going to 2.8 laps. I think we could be okay with that.
Standing by.
Nico's P19, then went to P3. If he does P17, does that mean Nico P1? I like your thinking. You're a critical thinker. I like it. It's 24-hour week. It is indeed. It is indeed 24-hour week. 4. Nice. I really want to get a mod for my Logitech 920, but what one is really good that's in a good price? Depends how much you want to spend, I guess. When I had a G29, I bought a mod from Acelith. I'm not really sure how to pronounce their name. They've got some very good designs, but they're a bit on the higher price. You can probably find someone from Etsy and stuff like that as well. I think Etsy, there's a lot of artists on there who sell modified equipment. Best mod for a G29 is a Monza R5. Yep, it's an expensive mod, but the best mod you can get. Can't wait to DNF 10 hours in. So exciting. As long as it's not like last year where in the first hour a Porsche spun in front of me and I couldn't avoid him. That was fun. That was very fun. Does it rain this year? Is that official? Is that confirmed? Yeah, tires aren't too bad. Right, here we go. First lap Q2. Old soft tire as well. Don't expect too fast of a lap, but let's see. Oh, bit wide of the mark there. Nice little slipstream though. No, Gabby. Gabby! Gabby, why?
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Does let me go. How's it going to be? 19-2. Yeah, I mean, didn't really help that we got impeded by the AI there, but...
1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing about the AI is they're always on the racing line, man. They're so bad at getting out of the way. Yeah, we got a little bit of a slipstream, but for what? We won, but at what cost? Did I see the party that Sauber had for Nico on his Lego trophy? I did. I loved it. It looked great. What I think of the race yesterday? Banging race. Very, very good race. Am I porpoising? I don't think we're porpoising, but we might fail the Parc Fermé with the plank wear. Because it's scraping like crazy, isn't it? You can hear how low the car is against the track. Opinions on Bottas to Alpine? I don't mind it. I kind of like to see what he could do at Cadillac, though, at a brand new team. I did see the rumors today. For those who didn't see it, there was some fresh rumors out of the paddock today that Cadillac are apparently looking at Mick Schumacher alongside possibly Sergio Perez. That's the latest news that came out today. Mick Schumacher possibly to Cadillac. I'm not against it. I'll be real. I'm not against it. I'd like to see him have another chance at some point in F1. I know it wasn't great in his first stint, but I'd like to see him have another go. Maybe Cadillac could be a fresh opportunity for him. Leave him in WEC. To be fair, he has been cooking for Alpine in the Endurance Championship. Would love to see Mick have another go. Yeah, me too. I want Pascal back. Pascal Wehrlein, very underrated. Very underrated. He got dealt a very bad hand in F1. I feel like you're not a fan of it, Theo. Mick and Sergio get 1 point all year, and it'd be something like how LS2 got his first point in F1. I don't know. I feel like Sergio Perez would do pretty well at a team like Cadillac. I've never seen Perez as like a top team driver. I never saw him that way, but anytime he's been like a midfield car, he's always done a pretty solid job. Like I say, I don't think he's world champion material or anything like that. I don't think he's someone who's really capable of handling the limits of a fast car. But I think in a midfield team and the experience he's got, I think it definitely helped Cadillac out. Did I go to Silverstone? No, unfortunately not. Jack Crawford's a caddy to represent America. I mean, that was my idea with Colton Herta, but that didn't really play out. The Lando's Monster's actually really nice. Do you like it? To be fair, I don't mind it either. I think it's all right. I'm not a massive fan of the aftertaste. The initial taste is fine. I like the initial taste, but the aftertaste is a bit strange. Ooh, we are rock bottom right now, chat. 19.2. Plump last of Q2. Got a bit of work to do, haven't we? A lot of work to do. We are 9 tenths away, pretty much a second, actually, away from Esteban Ocon in P10. A fresh soft tyre will apparently do 8.5 tenths. With the impeding we got, probably an extra tenth on top of that. Could be close. It could be very close. That final lap of Q2 is going to be very important, isn't it? Very, very important. What's the game called? F125. America now has 2 teams and 3 races. Even as American, F1 glazes American fans. I've already said so much in the past. I don't actually care that much that we have 3 US races. When you actually look at the size of the US, it's a huge, huge, huge country. I don't really mind we have 3 races there. What I do mind is the tracks we use, is what I'd say. I like COTA. COTA's fine. But Miami? Miami is horrible. Miami should not be on the calendar. I would much rather have many other tracks we have in America over Miami. Vegas, I'm still a bit 50-50 with. I wasn't a fan of it, but it has produced a couple of good races so far. So I'm willing to give a chance to Vegas again. But Miami, yeah, Miami is tragic. Absolutely tragic. Miami is a great track as American. You can keep it. It's all yours. We don't want it. We do not claim it. USA is bigger than the whole of Europe, so it is normal can, actually. That's what I mean. Like, that's why I don't mind having, like, a few races in America. Perfectly fine with that. I'm just not a massive fan of some of the trucks they use. Like, in my opinion, Watkins Glen, I would love Watkins Glen in F1. I think it'd be great. Road America would be interesting as well. It'd be interesting to see Indianapolis again in the future, but not too sure if that would ever really work out. Vegas is like Monza, big straight line, break over and over. Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree. It's a very, like, simple street track in a way. Daytona road course? I don't think that'd be that great, unfortunately. I think the cars might break getting onto the banking. Isn't Indianapolis just a track that goes on cycles? The oval track is, yeah. But there's like an infield area as well, similar to Daytona. They have an infield area as well that they can use. Yeah, Sebring would definitely not work in modern day F1. Sebring would not work at all. Suspension collapses half a lap in. Bring codes from NASCAR into F1. Don't they use... No, they use a shortened track, don't they, actually, in code and for NASCAR. Right, 3 minutes to go. Get ourselves ready for this final lap. Remove the Arabic tracks, add classics like Turkey, Imola, and Jerez. I mean, to be honest, the only bad Arabic track we have, in my opinion, is Qatar. I think Bahrain and Saudi Arabia are good tracks. Call me crazy. I don't think many people would say I'm crazy, actually. That's a pretty normal take. F1 should go to Detroit or Toronto. Great street tracks. No, I watched the Toronto IndyCar race, and... Bro, I'm not going to lie, that was kind of mid. That would definitely not work in F1. Bahrain's a great track, just not a great track for the first race of the year. Well, to be fair, it's not anymore. Isn't anymore. I agree with Bahrain, but I don't agree with the others. I think Saudi Arabia is great. I think Jeddah's a great track. Very fun to drive as well. Very, very fun. I dislike Jeddah purely for the curbs in the game. Yeah, the Sector 1 curbs in Jeddah are pretty brutal.
Right,
but the flow of the track is so nice, in my opinion. I love the flow of it. Tell you what, not many cars heading out on track for another lap here, is there? I think there's only 7 cars, including ourselves, so... 1.5 minutes to go. Let's make sure we get these tyres nice and warm. And we need to find probably over a second to get into Q3, which is going to be very difficult. But let's see what we can do. Q3, please. I mean, with this beautiful livery, we have to, right? It's only right. Okay, front tire's a little lower than I'd like, but it should be okay. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. Will this be the final lap of qualifying? What I can confirm is it'll be the final lap of Q2. But hopefully, not the end of qualifying. Here we go. We need 1 second on that big green box in that top right corner. Let's get going. That wasn't great. Improved, but not great. Not enough so far, is it? Not looking good, chat. Uh-oh. This is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. Come on, give it to me. Give me that Q3. We're exactly a second up. We're dropping a little bit over the line. We are out. We are out. P13 is where we finish. We found close to a second, but it's not enough for a Q3 here in Monza. P13 is where we start. Ah, man. We need to find about a 10th more. That is frustrating, man. Very frustrating. Gabriel Bortoletto, with the worst car on the grid, has made it through to Q3. That is very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Oh, man. Lance Stroll in P11. Esteban Ocon in P12. They're both knocked out. And directly in front of us, Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz, and Isaac Kadjar are all knocked out in Q2 as well. But look at that top 10. Oh, man. It should have been us. It could have been us. I think, honestly, messing up that first sector didn't really help, did it? The first couple of corners we messed up. Went a little bit deeper in turn 1. Didn't really use up much of the inside curve and lost a good bit of time from that. So, yeah, bit frustrating. Bit frustrating. Good effort, though, chat. Good effort, but unfortunately, no Q3 appearance for ourselves here in Monza. I think, chat, we need to have a word about whether we take the penalties or not. P13, like, it's okay. And it's not too far away from that top 10. But do we take penalties for a new engine and start at the back of the grid? What do you guys think? Do we take an engine penalty today? We do need it. It's either today we do it or on Wednesday. And with us starting P13, maybe it's worth taking. Yeah, you think so? It's only back 7 positions. 9. 22 cars, don't forget, my team. Have you tested the new AI in the rain today? Yes. In FP3 had a bit of rain. And it didn't look too bad. It looked okay. Without quality pace, we might be on the fight for only a few points. I'd take the penalty, you reckon? Yeah, I think I agree. You can make those places up here, up easy here. I don't know. That qualifying did look pretty tricky. It did look pretty tricky. I think I agree, though. I think we definitely want to take a new engine. The ICE is not too bad. We're on to the last engine on that. However, with the energy store, we're on 40% and 61%. So we are getting a bit high on the wear on a couple of components here. The control electronics have only got 2 left of those as well. Actually, they're looking all right, to be fair, aren't they? They're not too bad. But yeah, the ICE we're on to the last one. Energy store on to the last one as well. So yeah, I think we do it. I think we do it. Wait, so thanks for following, mate. Appreciate it. Want to take all of them? We're going to. We're going to. All right. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it. We are going to start plump last here in Monza. Honestly, it might as well be a pit lane start with how many penalties we're taking right now. Gearbox still need to take a gearbox, obviously. We've got plenty of gearboxes, so no concern about that. So we are going to take pretty much every single component here, from ICEs all the way through to our control electronics. And yeah, that'll hopefully set us up nicely for the season. Stein Imola, might as well. We might as well. Okay, P22, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to start. It wasn't a great qualifying session, unfortunately. Only a P13 to wrap up that session. So yeah, makes sense to take the penalties now with a bad qualifying session, and we'll try and make the most of it for the race today. This is how the championships are shaping up heading into the Italian Grand Prix, in front, of course, of the famous Tifosi. We do sit in P10 and P11 with Webber and Fittipaldi. Both of our drivers sitting perfectly in the middle of the championship right there with 32 and 29 points respectively. In the Constructors' Championships, that rounds out to a total of 61 points, 14 up on Aston Martin in P6. We're doing very well right now in the Constructors' Championship, and hopefully we can try and score a few more points today and continue boosting ourselves above Aston Martin. I don't think we can really put too much of a challenge on Mercedes, but you never know. You never know. Anything can happen in Formula 1, so we'll see what happens today. What up, Paddock? F125 should add pit lane starts. I agree. That'd be pretty fun. Start from the pit lane would be quite fun. I have earned with this gamble, really? Enjoy the points. Enjoy them. You could gamble even more in the race. You could do. We are expecting a full dry race as well. No rain is forecast for today. As you can see, a bit of cloud throughout the entire race, but no rain is scheduled for today's race. We had a bit of rain in FP3, but that was all we had for the weekend in terms of rain. You should sign Jensen Button next season. That's the plan. We are talking to him right now, so fingers crossed we can send him a contract soon. We're still in the talking phase, though. It's like, you know when you're getting into relationships, you're in that talking phase. That's me and Jensen right now. Me and Jensen in that talking phase. Hopefully we can at some point tie the knot. That'd be great. But ladies and gentlemen, while the race loads up, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys grab a drink or a snack, now's the chance to do so. And then we'll regroup in a few moments' time, ready for 53 laps of racing action here in the Italian Grand Prix.
A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds up to 215 and an average lap speed of around 155 miles per hour, Monza's reputation as one of the fastest circuits in the sport is well earned. We have 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with the best overtaking chance coming into the heavy braking zone of the Turn 1 chicane. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Piastri, Charles Leclerc, and Hamilton, Antonelli, Fernando Alonso, Albon, and Gabriel Bortoleto, Stroll, Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, and Sainz, Hadjar, Lawson, Ollie Behrman, and Jack Doohan, Fittipaldi, Gasly, Hulkenberg, and Mark Webber rounds off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. So here we are at Monza, Temple of Speed, lovely long straights, and that's it. It's easy, isn't it?
It's a little bit harder than that, Crofty, than you make out. I mean, yes, you do have those long straights, but it's linked by very tight, tricky corners. Big emphasis on braking zones around here as well, particularly into turn 1. You decelerate at the 150-meter board down to the 50-meter board, and you'll scrub off easily over 150 miles an hour. So yeah, it puts a lot of G-force on the drivers' bodies as they decelerate, and obviously it throws up a big overtaking opportunity as well come race day.
All right, plump last, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, back of the grid, it's not great, but let's make the most of it. Good luck.
You're right, Mark. It's not great at all. Yeah, Enzo Fittipaldi scammed a lot of positions out of all the penalties there. I saw Hulk had one as well. I think someone else had one above us. Probably Gaz, I think it was, wasn't it? So, Enzo's gone from P22 to P19, I'm pretty sure there. Cheeky boy. Cheeky. But yeah, for those who don't know, we took a brand new engine for today. We took all new components. So, that's why we're starting in last place. So, that's going to make it tricky. But hopefully we can still have a good race from here on out. Enzo will be last by lap 3, don't worry. Yeah, probably. Probably. Right, let's have a look at strategy, shall we? Let's put these to personalized. No soft tires, as expected. No soft tires. Mediums for 22, hards for 31, or 16 each on the mediums, and 21 on the hards at the end. I don't hate the two-stop there. Not gonna lie. I don't hate it. Would it make more sense to a medium, hard medium? Probably, right? Vince just wanted the inside going to turn 1. Yeah. I wanted them 200 IQ plays. We could start on hards, maybe. We are starting last, so maybe starting on hards probably isn't a bad shout. Change those to mediums again. Was it 21 on this, right? I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Should we just start mediums to see how it goes, you reckon? We could do. Yeah, I mean, if we do start on hard tyres, then yeah, it's difficult to judge how the tyre wear's going to be for, you know, a 1-stop or a 2-stop. So the hard tyres will obviously wear at a very different rate to the mediums. So does changing tyre pressure help? Sin Tom do it. For tyre wear, it can do, yeah. If you have higher tyre pressures, it makes your temperatures a little lower. So depends on how your tyre temps are doing. Any softs we can use, or are they just useless? Softs are useless here. There's no point using a soft tyre. No point at all. Start mediums, then determine if we want to go medium hard or just hard. Yeah, you reckon? We could still plan to a medium hard, medium, to be fair. How high do you put tyre PSI? Very. Basic, pretty much max. Usually max tyre pressure helps out quite a bit, so. Okay. Let's plan for this, then. I think I'd rather do a medium hard medium rather than a medium medium hard. I think that probably makes more sense, doesn't it? So, I think we'll start on the mediums then, as per what you guys are saying. We'll start on the medium tyres. We'll see how it goes. If the wear's good and we're doing all right on the mediums, we'll look at the 1-stop, 22.31. And then, yeah, that would give us the 1-stop. And then if we're finding that the tyres are wearing quite hard and we're struggling quite a bit with grip and things like that, maybe we'll look at the 2-stop doing a 16, 21, then 16 again at the end. Still struggling to work out fuel load for each race. What's the best play? It is quite tricky because you need to know the track, really. You need to know sort of how that track, you know, uses your engine and stuff like that. So it does look like, from what we're seeing here, that the fuel is going to be a bit of a burner here. Typically, what I'd recommend doing is, if you're doing career mode and stuff, do FP1 and do the race strategy program. That race strategy program will give you a good idea of your tire wear, a good idea of your fuel burning, and it gives you a bit of a preset strategy and presets your fuel to a good amount as well. So you can probably knock it down a little bit. I'll probably start on like 54.6, should be fine. But always doing the race strategy program helps out quite a bit. Do I race in the small creator league? I race in the creator series, if that's what your question is. No worries, Jod. Happy to help, dude. Wait, can I watch the full creator series in order? Probably on their YouTube. I assume they have a playlist, something on YouTube. Lucas, thanks for following us on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. All right. What I'll do then for now, chat, is I will put the second strategy on. However, like I say, if we want to do plan A, then we need to get to 22 on those medium tires. So bear that in mind. If we want a 1-stop, we need to do 22. If we want a 2-stop, we need to do 16. So keep that in mind when we do our strategies during the race. Right. Prediction time, ladies and gentlemen. What do we do for our prediction here in Monza? Do we try and fight for points? It's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult fight for points today. But do we give it a go? Or do we go a little lower, maybe aim for like a top 12, top 14 maybe? What do we reckon? Yeah, usually in career mode, that does give you a little bit more than you need, but you can get rid of it if you want to. Yeah, you think top 12? Finish in the top 12? Why are we last? We had a bit of a poor qualifying. We qualified 13th, but we decided to take a brand new engine, so we're starting last for a brand spanking new set of components. Top 12, yeah? You guys like top 12? All right, let's do it. That's 10 spots we got to gain. Hopefully we can do that. Might be doable. Should be doable. But we have got a good few competitive cars in front of us. So let's do that. Will we get a top 12? P12 inclusive, of course, here in Monza. 10 positions we got to try and gain. That'll do me. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Time to get ourselves ready and underway for the Italian Grand Prix. It looks a little cloudy out there right now, but I can assure you, no rain is forecast in today's Grand Prix. So it will be a bit of a cloudy one, but no rain scheduled for today. These are the two strategies we are looking at. We have plan A and plan B. It all depends on the tyre wear. If we're struggling with tyre wear, maybe want to try and get an undercut, something like that, or try and be a bit more aggressive on tyres, plan B is a strategy to go for. But at the moment, plan A would be 22 on mediums, 31 on hards, and plan B would be 16 on mediums, 21 on hard, and then another 16 laps on the medium tires at the end. So those are the two strategies we are looking at for today. Keep that in mind as we progress through the first in, and we'll decide as and when we want to for what we should do with today's strategy. But those are the two strategies we are looking at in today's Grand Prix. We start this one, as you can see, in rock bottom. We start in P22 here in Monza. We've taken a brand new engine. We've got all new components for today's race. We originally qualified 13th, but with that penalty, we do start in last place. Today's prediction, ladies and gentlemen, will be, can we finish in the top 12 in this Grand Prix? Without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for 53 laps of racing action here in Monza. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Will we get top 12 in today's Monza Grand Prix? Get your predictions up on the Twitch right now. Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Will we finish in today's race? Get your predictions up right now. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Italian Grand Prix here in Monza. It's going to be a tricky race today, starting down in P22. But hopefully we can still try and get a good run down towards the opening corner and make up a couple of positions. Rock bottom here in Monza. We get the best view in the house of all the chaos at the opening corner. But we're looking to try and make some positions early. And here we go. 5 red lights here in Italy. Lights out, away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. That's not too bad. Off the line, bit of wheel spin as we hit our second phase. Enzo is off the line terribly. Lots of hard tyres around us here as well as head down towards turn 1 for the first time. Oh, we're on the grass and we just squeezed through with 4 wide. I'm being pushed. I'm literally being pushed over turn 1. I couldn't move. They were literally pushing me through turn 1. We was in a 4 wide scenario. But look at this, up to P17. What a start to this race. Can we try and maybe snag another position here as well as Gasly just moves left very late there. And that puts under a bit of pressure from Lawson. But should be okay against him there. But was it a 5 wide? I thought it was a 4. Yeah, 5 wide turn 1. I'm not sure about that one. It was a lot of cars in one corner, that's for sure. 5 in turn 1. I'm not sure about that one. Sometimes you get away with a 3 wide. Anything more than that. Yeah, you're pushing it a little bit, aren't you? You're pushing it. It goes Lawson looking up the inside at Ascari, which had a bit too much under braking for him as we get a little bit out of shape through Ascari. And then down towards Parabolic we go for the first time in this Grand Prix. The straight line speed not looking so bad so far. This race will be the big test for the update that we had today, so let's see. Here comes Liam Lawson down towards turn 1. The RS will be enabled from this lap onwards. Here comes Lawson Looking up the inside down towards turn 1. He's got a better line here as well, because everyone's going to try and be very early in the brakes. And that happens. That's a big amount of damage as well.
With the front wing, you've taken some minor damage.
Okay,
we might need to look at a new race strategy after that.
We're going to have to get that box, aren't we?
So go and check your MFD. Okay, copy that.
I think we're going to have to change that. We're going to have to change that. That is far from ideal. Shit. Yeah. I said we go hard tires, chat. Do you guys agree? That is not the ideal start we wanted. We had a great first lap, but man, they were so early on the brakes at turn 1 there. So early. All right, we're going to have to go hard tires here and try and take it a bit longer than we'd like to, really, but I guess plan B is out the window, really, isn't it? Pretty much reverse plan A. All right, let's box. That is so frustrating, man. So frustrating. They better change the wing here. They better change the wing. You have to pull what you did in Hungary now? Yeah, probably. Probably. I mean, if they're that slow in the braking zone every lap, then we might catch up, but might need a help with safety car at some point.
Removing the front wing. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us and get back into this race. You struggled to put the front wing on.
Or take it off, I should say. 9 seconds in the pits. Bro, Max is at Ascari. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're 30 seconds behind the pack. Dimitri's now in front wing duty, apparently so. Oh, God. Well.
Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't pitted yet, so don't waste time fighting. Bring your tyres in gently, and let's go for it.
I don't know about that one, Mark. I'll be honest, mate. I don't know about that one. That is very, very annoying. Well, let's just stay focused, chat. Let's see what we can do. At least we have no traffic. Look at the bright sides. At least we have no traffic. Rip my 3k points. There might still be safety cars and stuff. You don't know that yet. Still a chance of safety cars. But like I said, at least we get plenty of clean air. And don't have to worry about any early breakers in turn 1 and stuff like that for the rest of the race now as well. So, or red flag, yep.
Okay, gap to the car
or a red flag.
30.1.
Maybe it should start completely new. Nah. We won't restart the race. We'll honor it. We'll take it on the chin. I mean, like, they just broke so early at turn 1. So damn early. And, like, I just knew I was going to hit the car in front as well, because the moment I broke, I knew that it was just, like, already just too late. Oh, that was deep there as well, shit. You hit him with the 100-meter board, exactly. And I broke, I think, at the one, just before the 150. Just after the white line, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Very frustrating. All right, long way to go, chat, come on. Long way to go. Stop it, add an itchy arm. Still got 50 laps to go here. Got damage in pit, I guess? Yes. Yeah, we have pretty heavy front wing damage. Not the ideal way to start the race, but there you go. At the moment, we might get a cockpit lap too. I mean, we've already caught, what, 3 seconds to Hulkenberg? Not bad, is it? Where do we qualify? P13. I'd imagine we'll catch quite a bit in the chicanes. They should be quite slow there. Brawn 21 and 22. Yeah. Doesn't look great, does it? Well, Fittipaldi's 20th now, but I'm sure he will change positions quite a bit, so... But we are definitely catching up already. We're now 4 seconds to Enzo, so... Just got to keep putting the laps down. It's going to be a little bit of a lonely race for a bit. But let's just do the best we can. Got a bit wide there. Do the best we can. And see what happens from it. You got 28 channel points and Hogberg coming third. Might need a luck of a safety car for this time round, not gonna lie. Bro might be a billionaire. 25.4. Definitely catching, aren't we? Definitely catching. Where did we qualify? 13th. P13. Bro, the floor is scraping so much. Can you guys hear that down towards turn 1? The floor is scraping like crazy down towards the opening corner. Oh, man. It's like once we get to about 170 miles an hour, you can really hear it.
Okay, gap ahead, 25.4 seconds.
Green sector 1, though. Enzo and Nico keep fighting as well. They keep swapping places. Gonna fail post-race inspection? We might do. Excessive plank wear, disqualified. Are you sure it's not the winds? No, I can definitely promise you it's the floor. What's the AI level today? 110. We're on max AI. I see that noise is a glitch? No, no. If you run quite low ride height, you'll hear it. If you run a fairly high ride height, you probably won't hear it as much. And I assume that our ride height is probably quite low. 24 seconds now to the group in front. We are actually making up some pretty good time, aren't we? Already getting a good 7-8 seconds on the guys in front, so let's keep pushing. We're doing a good job. There's a couple tenths off our PB there as well. So what lap do we need to get these hard tyres to, chat? It says lap 32 there. That seems actually probably about right, isn't it? Lap 32 on these hards, probably about right. Yeah, we picked up some pretty big wing damage early on, so the first stint, unfortunately, is going to be quite a lonely one, but hopefully with some good pace and strategy, we can try and recover a good few positions. We've already gained a good bit of time. You can see the gap's now 22 seconds, so we have already gained about 8 or 9 seconds on the pack in front. Floor scraping away down towards Parabolica. What engine? We're using the V8s. Jord and Damon, thanks for the Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys doing good. Appreciate the follows. Am I running 0-0? I think so, yeah. Pretty sure it's 0-0. Strategy was 16 mediums, 21 hards. Yeah, that was the original strat, wasn't it, for the 2-stop?
And gap to the car in front, 21.2 seconds.
We are gaining a lot, chat. We are gaining a big, big amount. Should you do V8 or V10? Whatever you prefer. Whatever engine you think sounds best. I personally like the V10s the most, but it's up to you. Massive train behind the Ferrari, yeah. I think we've got yellows. Wait, have we? Am I lying? I think I'm lying, don't worry. Ignore me. My bad. Not gonna lie, with how slow everyone was at turn 1 and turn 2 on the map, I thought someone spun and got stuck. That would have been perfect for a safety car right then, wouldn't it? That would have been perfect. Why is V14 not a thing yet? Or am I just misinformed? Well, we have a W16.
Not bad for a number 2 driver here.
Number 2 driver's making up some good time right now, so, you know. Well, on that, number 1C one day. One day. Thank you much, Noob, for the 7-month resub as well, mate. I appreciate that, dudes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's spin chat to welcome Noob into Vince Fan for the 7 months. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. I think Enzo has damage. It's very slow. Nah, that's just Enzo. that's just Enzo. Don't worry about that too much. He is the damage. He himself is the damage. But yeah, you are right. He has dropped off a lot from Hulkenberg, isn't he? We'll see if he pits, but I doubt it. Bit of oversteer on the right-hand side curb. That's just Enzo. He has a family, chill. Yeah, well, I guess it runs in the DNA, doesn't it?
Okay, so
Never seen Fittipaldi not in the top bottom 2. The only time that Fittipaldi has not been in the bottom 2 is when two or more people retire, or when we've raced as him, basically. That's the that's the only times we've seen him outside the top or the bottom 2. Last lap gives a 2.6. Damn, we are getting a lot, aren't we? Maybe he has got damage. Driver in front.
Enzo's ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 16.6 seconds.
I keep braking a little too late.
Okay, they're on old, hard tyres. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And
He is one stopping.
last lap, 1:25.3. This is brilliant. You're taking 2.5 seconds out of them each lap.
Well, I mean, Mark didn't report that he had any damage, so I ain't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what's going on with Enzo. I think it's just Enzo being Enzo is all I can say really to that. Enzo being Enzo. 15.1 though. We are gaining massive at the moment. Bortoleto from P10 to P18. Oh shit, yeah. Wow, Gabriel Bortoleto's had a terrible first 10 laps, isn't it? Dropped like a lead balloon. Mark got excited, yeah. Mark heard that we're getting 2.5 seconds a lap. He had to get all over that. It was gas to tell me that. The problem is, I don't really know how many drivers we're actually catching up to. Like I said, we probably dropped about 30 seconds, right, in the pit stop? Which maybe takes us to about where that Haas is? Something like that? Is it a sound mod? Yep. Is F125 a good game to buy or a waste of money? A very good game to buy. One of the best ones since 2020, in my opinion. What's the strategy now? We're going to take these hard tires for as long as we can, really, and then go for mediums at the end for the last 20 laps or so. We'll probably box around lap 32, maybe 33. So we got to go a bit longer for a while now. Can't confirm my first F1 and I enjoy it. There you go. Love to see it. You put V10 in this car, you're a legend. V8, but close enough. You're right about the legend part, though. 22.8, new PB, chat. New PB. When do I break at Ascari? Just before the 100, I believe. Like I say, in this game compared to earlier games, you do got to break a bit earlier. But, yeah, I think Ascari is around the 100-meter board just before. That's a little bit deep there again, but got away with it. Is it worth to play on controller? Absolutely, yep. Game is very controller friendly. It's more fun on wheel in my opinion, but you can still enjoy it on controller. Fittipaldi's last lap, 24.8. Damn.
With tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Yeah, we're 11.8 seconds behind. We're catching very quickly. Maybe by lap 20 we'll be past him. Just see how our pace is. If any devs only wants to know anything about bringing back the historic cars, I think it's something they'd love to do, but the problem is the licensing. I think the reason why we don't have any more is because the licensing got so expensive, and it probably was costing them a lot of money, so they weren't able to really continue it much longer. But I'm sure they'd love to if they can get the right deal on it. It's a very requested feature, but I think it's easier said than done, to be honest with you. Short tyre wear. 22 rear left, 18 front left, 7 and 14 on the right, so don't got to worry about the right side tyres too much today. Just that rear left is the issue, and that front left sometimes. Keep an eye on those. .5 to Enzo. Still getting a good chunk of time per lap right now. Pace is good. Pace is very good. Would love to know where we'd be if we didn't make that stupid wing damage thing. Fuel looking good. Yep, fuel looking pretty good as well. 1.29. Have burned a little bit, but it should stay in the green the entire time, I think. Don't have too much concern about that. What's a good wheel for beginners? The Logitech G923 or the Thrustmaster T248. .9 seconds to Enzo, chat. We are gaining big. Look at those lap times, by the way. 22.8 every single lap at the moment. We are flying. Very consistent, too. I feel like our pace is really good. Monza R21. I mean, wouldn't have wrists for long, but yeah. Max has gone to Baku. Yeah, Max in a different postcode. We're all in Imola compared to him. How fast is Max lapping? Not too sure. There's no command to find out, but imagine probably in the 20s.
Okay, gap to the car ahead. 7.
Maybe 21s.
Seconds.
I assume it's getting on us. I'd hope so anyway. For himself at least. Better F1 wheel mods would be nice. The Logitech is so thick. Yeah, Logitech don't really have any like official other steering wheels really. If you wanna use different steering wheel on a Logitech, you kind of have to go modded. But most of the time they're all like 3D printed, I'm pretty sure. So why are we so far back? We got damage on lap 1, so we had to box early for a new wing. I think honestly our pace is really good right now. We're already 6.8 behind Enzo with that extra pit stop, so pushing hard to try and catch up as much as I can. We are doing a pretty good job, but we're never going to find that time back without a safety car, really. So keep your fingers crossed for a safety car or maybe a red flag at some point. Maybe later in the race, though, so we can actually go back onto a medium tyre properly again. Although, to be fair, we didn't do many laps of that medium, did we? Only did 2 laps of that medium tyre. Where did we start? P22. We're literally starting this position. Race had no rain forecast, right? No. Yeah, no rain forecast. That's an early stop for Carlos Sainz, though. On lap 15? That's a very early stop. Unfortunately, he's come out in front of us. I don't think he had damage. I think it was a regular pit stop. He is side by side with Enzo, though. That might get us a bit of time through turn 2 and 3. Yeah, it did. Get us a nice bit of time. They said 60 laps on mediums, to be fair. But did he start on mediums, did he? Did Carlos start on mediums? I thought he started on hards, not gonna lie. So yeah, he's definitely two-stopping. Driver head radio. I can't right now. Once we get past Enzo, we can. Would a 2024 livery mod work on F125 car? Don't think so. Did we start on hards? No, we started on mediums. But like I said, we got damage on lap 2, so had to box. And now we're on hard tyres, so... We didn't actually start on this tyre, but essentially we did. We've done most of the damn race on it. Lawson, Hulkenberg all in. So we're not going to be last, chat. We are not going to be last. Look at that. P20. What an undercut. What an undercut. We can celebrate not being last. Should actually have a pretty good gap to Hulkenberg, because we're getting quite a bit. Where are we in the championship? With Mark Webber, we're P10. I think Enzo's 11th. And in the constructors, we're 5th. Dude, we're getting so much in Enzo. So much. Look at the gap to Hulkenberg as well. 17.6 seconds. Wow. We're getting a huge amount on those guys. I genuinely do think our pace is actually really good.
Car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
Should get DRS down towards turn 1, 2. Enzo's going to stay out, obviously, because it's on a one-stop. Hulk's got to pit again around the same time you pit? Probably, yeah. And he'll have to go hard tyres, too. We'll have to go mediums, so we're actually in a pretty good spot, aren't we, against Hulkenberg? But obviously, that is setting the bar quite low. Lawson catching slowly. Yeah. We have got DRS now, though, so let's see if that helps. As we get a little bit closer to Enzo through the first couple of corners. Don't want to get held up too much by our teammate here, because otherwise that'll make it easier for Liam. Hulkenberg is slow, but I'll take that back. Okay, in-game. In-game. My bad. My bad. In-game. You're right. That's poor of me. I'm going to be more careful with my words. I will issue a full public apology tomorrow morning. Here we go. This should be the move ahead of our teammate. It's going to cover the inside. We'll loop to the outside, down towards Ascari, and into P19 we go. I'm sorry you felt that way. Apology. I'm sorry you felt that way, but I said nothing wrong. It was all with comedic effect. Give us a Joshua Pierce flying lap type of lap.
5.3 seconds.
I think I'll pass on that one, not gonna lie. Stroll and Hamilton battling for P18. What wheel am I using? The Monza FSR. Yeah, I think those medium tyres in front are pulling away a little bit at the moment, but very little we can do about that. Just got to kind of deal with it. Apologies, yes, P17. How could I be so inconsiderate? Wasn't him in the race diet. Is the AI speed good? It seems all right. We've not really had too many battles against the AI at the moment, but it seems okay. We did a bit of testing in practice and the speed traps looked okay. So, I don't want to say it's definitively fixed yet. But it looks good. Let's say that. It looks good. Loss is getting quite a lot. Yeah, 2.9. I think he's got DRS on Fittipaldi as well. Esteban Ocon comes out in front of us on that fresh medium tyre. Lap 20. That's an interesting lap to box, isn't it? Did they fix straight line speeds? I think so. There was a new update today that came with a couple of new patches, and it does seem to balance the straight line speed against the AI. It does look better. I don't want to say it's completely fixed yet until we do a bit more testing, but all signs look good. All signs look good. There's a big group of cars in front of us here. Hopefully they're being held up a touch. We can try and catch up a little. I still think a safety car would do us a lot of good. Put us back in the play a lot more. Really close up all those gaps around us. Honestly, if we get a safety car, maybe we do a double medium to the end, chat. Maybe we do a double medium. Ollie Berman to the pit. We should get a free position here into P18. We're slowly creeping up the grid, aren't we? Slowly. But yeah, safety cars and red flags would definitely put us back in contention. There's a lot of scrapping going on up here, though. There's about 5 or 6 cars in the play up here. As to if this safety car and softs at the end. Nah, softs are useless here. Softs wear very quickly. This track is kind of like a medium or hard track only. You're tempted to buy a wheel now, Hart? Do it. You won't look back. Just do it. Bortoleto hasn't pit, is he? I think he's still on that old hard tyre, right? We're doing very well, then. Very, very well. I genuinely would love to know where we'd be if it wasn't for that wing damage. We lost 30 seconds in the pits because of that. I think we'd probably be near that top 10, wouldn't we? Tyre status.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
For those wondering about whether, by the way, it's going to be a dry race, don't worry. It's going to be a dry race. 1.5 to Bortoleto out turn 2. Ben and Bull, thanks for some Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. A little late on turn 4. Mid-session save. Oh yeah, I see the redeem. Thank you. Damn, I nearly got DRS there. Nearly. I swear I saw this livery on Overtake.gg in 2024. 2024 you might have, yeah. There's no 2025 one yet, though. Oh my god, Bortoleto nearly just ruined it, I'm pretty sure. That was a little bit close between those two. We should get DRS down towards turn 1, though. We've had a good escurry there as well, so... You can see a little bit of grading on that front left tyre as well. If I move the camera down here, look at that front left tyre. You can start to see a little bit of grading on the tyre, can't you? So, got to monitor that tyre very, very closely, I think. I think Lawson got DRS on us as well, so... Bottas around the outsides. I think we get another place there. I think Alonso pit puts up another place. That's fine. Is the Monza FSR very good? I like it. How the tyres feel? Starting to go a little bit numb, I'd say. Tyres do feel a bit numb. Oh, wow. Lawson got a great exit. Not there, buddy. Not there. Aim to extend really long. What's the point, though? He goes doing up the insides. Oh, my God. That's going to hold us up a bit. Okay, these guys are holding us up big time. We try to find a way past, don't we? Have we only got one hard? Yeah. Yeah, this is our only hard tire we're using right now. Here comes Lawson. Down towards Parabolica. Had just enough in the battery to keep him at bay there, but I don't think I'll have enough down towards turn 1. DRS wide open. Yeah, I've got no battery. Oh boy, this might get messy. Sneaky, sneaky up the inside of turn 1. Very, very sneaky. That's one benefit to them braking early, is that you can very, very cautiously slip up the insides. Come on. You have a question? Ask it carefully. Dance with Scary go again. Watts run the outside again. Alonso's attacking Lawson as well. Seen that plenty of times for him. Wait. No worries, Kekre. Pace is not dropping. It is a bit, to be fair. Last lap was 24.2. The problem is the traffic's starting to hurt us. Traffic is really starting to cause some issues, so... Here comes Alonso. Not much you can do against him. It's got a lot more grip on that hard tyre. I think Alonso's going to get by very easily here. Try and take a better slipstream, though. This traffic is a problem right now, isn't it? This traffic is a big, big problem. Do I have any tips for Spain? Use a lot of the outside curb down towards turn 1. Keep it tight at turn 3. And be careful of track limits. It's quite easy to get at that. You can cut a lot of the inside curb at turn 1 too. Yeah, my tyres don't feel too great. Starting to feel them sliding a lot. Here comes Lawson. I think he gave me a little bit of a push there. Let's go up the inside here, though. So it's Scary. Just had the line, though. I am struggling on this hard tyre, chat. I am struggling on it. Here comes Liam Lawson again. I don't really want to use up my battery trying to keep him behind, but... it's annoying. Is this my team? Yep. Is rain coming? No, it's going to be a dry race. It's going to be a dry race. I would really like a safety car at some point, though. I do think our pace is good, but that safety car coming very clutch. I'm going to follow Lawson through here, because Doohan is struggling a lot. I'm going to try and be aggressive. Overtake around the outside at turn 3. We'll get a better slipstream on Lawson. I kind of boxed in a bit here, though, aren't I? I don't really want to overtake Liam, but... oh, a bit of contact to ourselves and him, Lawson. Just trying to watch the brake and we get a bit of a power slide out on turn 4 as well. And we do get a move done on Jack Doohan. And Lawson just peels away into the distance. But at least we're through on Jack Doohan finally. That took a long time. Long, long time. Albon's getting through on him now as well. Change tyres, we can't really. We only have mediums left, and mediums will not get to the end, so we have to extend a bit longer on these hard tyres, unfortunately. What's my best finish in CS? P3. And I've done that a few times. Did I get DRS here? Yeah, I did. Nice. Albon's gonna cruise by, though. Wow. Look at the Williams straight line speed, man. Jesus Christ. We're in that slipstream now. We can start matching him, but that Williams is very quick down towards turn 1. Just steps onto the grass on the right-hand side. How am I so far off? We got wing damage on lap 2. Had to pit early. Which has unfortunately cost us a lot of track position. Come on. You want to see tire wear? 42 and 54. That's not nice, is it? That tire wear's not pretty. Bottas is holding up Albon big time through Ascari. That'll get us back inside DRS.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Does the update feel any better? I guess the AI in the straight lines, it does feel a bit better. I wouldn't say perfect, but it feels better. At 60% you'll get the tire warning. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm kind of worried about. What up, Lucas? I'm just kind of doing my best to stay inside DRS, really. That's kind of the aim at this point. To be fair, I mean, we are probably about 5 laps off from ping to mediums. We're about 5 laps away from going medium tires, I reckon. 20 laps on mediums should be doable. We've already done about 26 on this tire, so... Yeah, once you get to about 75%, that's usually puncture territory. What gloves are those? The 3M Sim 21s. Why would I pit? To not lose any more places in time? What do you mean? It's extremely unlikely Ascentica comes out at this point. In my opinion. And either way, we technically still do have 2 fresh mediums remaining. Because like I said, we started on medium tire, but we only did 2 laps on it. So technically, we still have 2 fresh mediums. If Ascentica comes out again, we can always box onto that next medium tire.
Teammate by 10.4 seconds.
Nice move around the outside of Bottas, sorry. That little group in front will run away a little touch here. Yeah, 4 more laps. I think we get to lap 33, and then we box for a medium tire.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.7 seconds.
Oh, mate, I've got no fucking grip right now. Just need to fight a few more laps. Come on. This is a good time for plan C. Yeah, come on, Enzo. Get your ass into gear. It's plan C time. Oh, give me DRS. Give me that DRS. I just haven't quite got the battery. Although they are fighting quite a bit here, aren't they? Don't think they got it, though, unfortunately. It was close, but no cigar. Oh, we did get it. Nice.
Approaching the pit window,
Let's go.
and you're going to be on mediums.
The more DRS we get, the better. I thought they were 3 wide for a second. But this fighting up here is very good for us. Just keeps in that DRS range. Do we use a sound mod? Yes. How many seasons were you doing in my team? Probably 3 or 4, something like that. We have hit 60%, chat. Rear left, 60%. Yeah, nor did I cut late. That's why I thought I didn't have it. I thought the detection point was on the second to last straight. Oh my god. Bro, this AI is wild and against each other. We cannot be for real. We cannot be for real. Are we serious? Just didn't press the accelerator pedal. He just sat there. He dead ass just sat there. I don't care, chat. I don't even care. Deadass don't even care. 3 to 5 business days to press the right pedal. Jesus Christ, man. Also, the flashback redeems are for the next lap, by the way. Not for this lap. Read the description. Just let me go, Hadjar. Hadjar, don't waste your time.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
Oh my god, he's still faster than me. Go away! God, these guys, man. You don't have to redeem it. These guys are crazy out here, dude. All right, 2 more laps, chat. 2 more laps. And we box for medium tires. These hards are absolutely fried. I have no rear grip anymore. Rear grip is non-existent. Didn't quite get DRS, unfortunately. Speed in Austria community race, 85% wear. Yeah. Look at that, 63 on the rear left. To be fair, we have been on these tires for quite a while. We've been on these tires since lap 2, so almost 30 laps now on these tires. There'll be 31 laps old when we pit, so not pretty. Not pretty at all. But we had to do it. We boxed lap 1, lap 2, yeah. Lap 2. Got another driver in the pits here. That is Pierre Gasly.
So let's box this lap.
Oh, that's right the picks it as well. Can we try and sneak around the outsides? Still there. Left him space, but we do just get ahead of him. And that's not good news for Pierre Gasly, is it? We are the worst person in the world for him right now. However, he is on fresh medium tires, so he'll be very quick. We got wing damage on lap 2, so we had to box. It was pretty big wing damage too. What do you reckon, chat? One more lap? One more lap and box?
The car behind's just boxed for medium.
Box, that's their box as well, so here comes Gasly. That was to be expected, that move.
Don't forget, box this lap.
One more, you reckon? If you don't get DRS, bring it in. Well, I'll get DRS now, that's for sure. We'll definitely get DRS now on Pierre Gasly. So we'll do one more lap, then we'll head in on lap 33. So if a safety car wants to come out right now, that's cool with me. No DRS? Bruh. Oh my god. Gasly around the outside of Hamilton. Yo, Lewis Hamilton just got undercut by Pierre Gasly. Oh, buddy. Got a few people behind us in the pits right now as well. All right, box chat, box. Box this lap. These tires are absolutely fried as well. Oh, Hamilton with a big slide out of turn 5. If a safety car wants to come out right now, though. Right now. Stay out. We are not staying out. 67% of the rear left. I'm in puncture territory nearly. I'm almost in puncture territory. You want me to stay out? No, absolutely not. We're boxing. We are absolutely boxing. Hybrids are shit. I agree. I think everyone agrees, to be fair. All right, here we go. 20 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. And I spend the pits. Bro, I'm done with this shit. I'm so done with it. Can I go one race without speeding in the pit lane? Like, genuinely. Deadass. I had no idea what my speed even was then. I'm sick of watching P19 fights, man. We're the second worst team on the grid. What the fuck did you expect? P1s every race?
We had an issue attaching the left front
well,
wheel. I know it's not ideal.
I guess it's our penalty.
Put that behind us and get back into this race.
I guess it's our penalty for the flashback.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
To be fair, come on, P17 here. That's not too shabby. Hadjar almost just T-boned me. This fresh medium tyre, though, should be able to pull away. Oh, yellow flags. Someone slow somewhere. Lando Norris, shit. Lando Norris is out of the race. That's a free position. You've been lapped, though? Have I? I'm about to be, I'm pretty sure. I think Verstappen's right behind us. Is he just parked on the straight? It looks like it. I can't really tell where he's parked up there. Bit of a weird spot. He is on the left-hand side right there. I mean, that should be a VSC, really, shouldn't it?
Gap to your teammate behind, 12.2 seconds.
That should really be a VSC, to be honest with you.
Green flag.
Pitting was a stupid action. Dude, pack it in. For real. Fucking pack it in, man. Jesus Christ. I was on nearly 70% wear on the rear left tyre. We had to pit, man. It was GG's. That tyre was donezo.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
The tyre was absolutely fried. Ferrari was going very slow. I think he was probably just trying to avoid the standalone McLaren, really. You completed this game in 1 hour? How do you complete F1 25? What's the requirement for that? Behrman's in.
Piastri is in the pits. Okay, keep an eye on that.
And into P15, good stuff.
13.6 seconds.
We're not miles away from points, mind, but I mean, we're only 5 positions away, but on the track, then 5 positions are quite far away. I just want to say it's got a non-absolutely lonely race. Right, but we can still get safety cars in this stint regardless whether we pit or not. Unfortunately, that's kind of down to the AI to determine, really. I don't get a say in that unless I, you know, happen to brake check someone. Conveniently. And coincidentally. Did I just say Piastri in the pits when it was Behrman? It might have. Mark does like to do that sometimes. What's the AI level? 110. We're on max AI. Still got a nice gap to Hadjar. 3.2 to Lawson. These medium tyres should catch up to him pretty quickly. I hope. Right now, you've only lost 2 positions. That's not that bad, is it, really? I genuinely think our pace has been really good today.
Hang in there. We're attempting to manage it.
Really? This is not the time, Mark. This is not the time.
It looks like we're experiencing an ERS software glitch. The ERS is offline. We're currently looking into the problem.
Great. I have no ERS. Enzo, plan C, buddy. Plan C. And it's for same battery? Yeah, well, I have plenty of battery to use once it fixes. I just hope it fixes soon, because we're going to lose a lot of speed down the straight. Look at the gap to Hadjar. He gained so much time on me there. Ever have those days when nothing goes right? Yeah. In this career, we've had a few of those.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
There's no way he just said that. Are you stupid? Or just plain ignorant? Oh, hello.
You guys have fixed the problem with the ERS. It's now available.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you. Love you. I mean, let's not take the piss here. At least we've got plenty of battery to use now, you know. Look at the bright sides. We've got lots of battery to deploy. Oh, dear. It's been one of those days, isn't it, chat? It's been one of those days. But at least we're back to full power. Aaron coming in with a 2-month resub as well. Thank you much, Aaron, for the 2 months, my dude. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get a salute spin chat to welcome Aaron into Vince fam for those 2 months. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Oh, bit of a slide. Is this Isaac Hadjar? No, we're racing as Mark Webber. Already opened up the gap a bit more to Hadjar. 3.2 now. Are we going to set a new PB here? Oh, we're just 21-0. Green sectors galore.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.3 seconds.
Is Verstappen near us yet? I feel like Verstappen's been like stuck behind us for a while, but hasn't got close enough for blue flags yet. Don't think it'll take too long, surely. I think most have only pit once. Some of them have, yeah. Some people have done 2 stops, some people have done 1. To be honest, we weren't really sure what we'd do in the end. I don't know if we would have gone for a 2-stop, gone for a 1-stop. In the end, we did 2, but only because it was forced, essentially. We kind of had to do 2. Manuel Riley, thanks for following me. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in. Appreciate the follow. Tyre wear. 15 and 70 on the left side. Tyres are fine. Stroll will pit soon, you reckon? Or he's staying out to the end. How long has Stroll been on those hard tyres for? That back marker deleted Max's gap. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. I still think we'll get lapped at some point, but just a little bit on delay. I don't mind that. Fine by me. Still getting on Lawson, 2.6. How much are we getting on Stroll? Does anyone know? Are we getting a good amount on Stroll or no? 12 seconds is a big gap. I don't know if we can really bring that down enough.
The car ahead by 2.6 seconds.
Did we take the engine swap and miss off the Q2? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we took a brand new engine. A few tenths a lap to Stroll. Not really enough, really, then, is it? Needs a bit more than that. 21.2 that time around. I mean, we gained a lot on Lawson that lap, didn't we? We gained plenty on Liam Lawson that time. Is the Ferrari P2? Yes, I think so. Max has a very big gap to rest there for at the moment. I think it's Charles Leclerc in seconds. Your racing so satisfying to watch, bro. Appreciate you. Do my best. When he came out of the pits, the gap to Stroll was 13.3. We probably lost about, what, a second half, 2 seconds because of the ERS issue as well. So yeah, not really gained all that much on Stroll. I think Lawson will probably be the battle here, really. You start this lap with 11.6. Okay, we're 5 tenths up so far. Yeah, about 5 tenths. Nothing huge, really, is it?
Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
I think Lawson will be our battle for the rest of the race, I'd imagine. It won't be a lot, but, you know, every position matters. I'd love to try and get towards that top 12, but unfortunately, don't think that's going to happen. So where would we be right now without the 30-second penalty? I think we could be in the top 10, you know. I think we'd be in that top 10. When did Stroll pit? A while ago. I'm not too sure exactly when, but it was a while back. 1.8 to Lawson. Still gaining. The problem is that hard tyre will be the better tyre at some point.
9 seconds.
At the moment, I still think the crossover favours us, but need to get into that DRS ASAP, really. We're 8 tenths away from DRS to Liam Lawson. Oh, boy. This is a my team career.
Tyre wear for now. Keep taking care.
Livery mods? Yes, we're using livery mods. Oh, that was deeper turn 1 shit. Bad turn 1. Very bad turn 1.
Gap to your teammate behind, 22.4 seconds.
Second penalty for what? It wasn't a 30-second penalty. It was a 30-second pit stop. Because we had wing damage on lap 2 and then had to go into the pits to get it done, so... I'll tell you what isn't entertaining is the damn spamming. Jesus Christ. Need a yellow flag swap for softs? Honestly, I'd rather do mediums. Dead ass. The soft tyres melt round here. I think at this point, if we got a safety car, I'd go back to medium tyres again. Still 2 seconds to Lawson. I worry if that crossover's gone in his favour now. I think it might have. You might not get lapped today. Yeah, we are keeping that gap fairly steady, aren't we, to Verstappen? We've got a huge gap to P16, so like I said, I really do think our pace has been good today. Such a shame about that 30-second stop, really. Are you sticking with these tyres till the end? Yes. Unless it's a safety car, yes. I genuinely would like a safety car, though. I think a safety car would spice this up a lot. And we could stick on a fresh set of medium tyres and go at it to the end. The only downside I see at the moment to a safety car is Verstappen. Verstappen's not too far behind us. If he stayed out and we boxed, then we'd get stuck behind the safety car a lap down. And that would be a big issue. A big, big issue. Lap 45 of 53. Final stage of the race. Our battle is against Liam Lawson, who we are slowly gaining on. But are we getting enough? Do you change the gears on sound or do you look at the steering wheel? I listen to the car. It's more muscle memory for me, to be fair. I don't have to think about it. My brain kind of like instinctively does the gears for me. Makes it a lot easier when it's like that. Dempo coming in with the first month of 3 for Tier 1 sub as well. You love to see it. Thank you much, Dempo, for the 3 months advance to Tier 1. And the first of the 3 as well, ladies and gentlemen. Get a spin chat. So welcome, Dempo. Insta-Vince fan for the first of the 3. Oh, for the next 3, I should say. It's actually 3 months. My bad. Appreciate it, Dempo. Thank you, dudes. Am I sticking with these tyres to the end? Yeah. I think I might have already answered that, but if not, then yes. Very close to DRS there, 1.2. Very, very close. Boldy, thanks for the Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in. Keza, thanks to follow as well. Appreciate the follows, guys. Come on, surely this lap we get DRS, right? Surely this lap we can get DRS on Lawson to get a bit of a rear slide out at turn 2. My voice is kind of going away from me right now. Smokes in the straight. Yeah, I'm struggling with battery. I feel like that's been my issue all game so far. My battery management is terrible this game. Lap 34 replay on Norris. It won't be anything interesting. It'll be a mechanical failure. He just pulls over. It didn't spin out and crash or anything like that. It was just a engine failure. I think it's the only time we've had so far, right? Oh, we're so close, man. So close. Lummy coming with the 14-month resub as well. Thank you much, Lummy, for the 14 months. I appreciate that, my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get us spin chat. Talk on Lummy. Insta-Vince fam for the 14. Appreciate you, buddy. Oh, so close to DRS. A 10th away. So damn close. Oh, what? We've got 5 wide at turn 1. Yeah, I want to see that as well, actually. That 5 wide at turn 1 was something. Might have had it with a battery dump, maybe. We are within a second right now, though. Maybe we'll get it down to Ascari. I'm getting a bit of slipstream here as well, which can definitely help us out. Into braking zone of the second chicane. Yeah, surely we got it this time, right? Surely we got it this time. Yeah, easy peasy. There we go. DRS for the first time on Liam Lawson. The battle for P14 in this Grand Prix. I honestly might sit behind for a couple laps and just save some battery. Is that a smart play? Don't be too pushy and just try and save some battery first. Especially considering at this point he probably has the better tyre. Might just have to do that. Might be a high IQ play. Just relax behind a little bit. Steady the DRS. Just charge up the battery a bit. Need to watch tyres in dirty air. Yeah, it's the only thing. It's going to be a little bit careful with dirty air. In low speed, it'll be okay, but in the medium and high speed is where you'll feel it a bit more. Look at the gap behind, by the way. 15.6 to Hadjar. Yeah, look at that battery coming up. Beautiful. Max approaching. Yeah. Yeah, got to keep an eye on that as well. We are charging that battery beautifully, though. But, like I say, don't want to get hit by blue flags, really. So, maybe turn one we'll go for it. Maybe at turn one. What's your position in the championship? In the constructors, we're 5th. 10th and 11th with our drivers in the driver standings. Yeah, turn one. I think we go for it. Got plenty of battery in the tank here as well. Out of parabolic, we go. No Joshua Pierce this time. Right, here we go. Slipstream, DRS, and ERS to full use. Here we go on Liam Lawson. This should be a fairly straightforward move. 220 miles an hour down towards turn one. And around the outside we go. Liam Lawson tries to fight it up the inside, but we are past the Kiwi and into P14 we go.
Good job. Nice overtake.
That was a pretty astronomical top speed there, wasn't it? 220 miles an hour. Lovely stuff. 8 seconds to Stroll with 4 laps to go. Easy, right? Should be easy. Lawson's still within DRS, though. Got a nice second Rabatza there, though. That was a good one. I go faster than you fear. I bet you do. I would not put it past you. Ooh, bit of a snap through Ascari. There you go. 1.2 seconds to Lawson. Beautiful. I think it might have made a mistake at Ascari, actually, because we had about 0.6 on him. And now it's 1.2, so I think Liam might have made a mistake there. And on to lap 50 we go. Final few, ladies and gentlemen. Final few laps. Looks like a P14 is going to be what we have to settle with today, which is a bit disappointing. I really do think we could have got a lot more out of this race. Like I say, we were in the pits for 30 seconds, and I think that's about, what? The gap to P10 is about 20 seconds, so we could have definitely got a top 10 today on another day. But unfortunately, I think a P14 is going to be what we have to settle with. However, Lawson is still pushing. Oh, Vince, come on. Way too low on the brakes there. How is that not a warning? I have no idea. Honestly, on streaks, that probably would have been a straight time penalty, I'm not going to lie. You're not catching Stroll? Yeah, we know. 7.2 to Stroll was always be ambitious. I mean, to be fair, he is scrapping with Albon. If they can have a big, you know, bang together, that's a couple positions there. Probably won't happen, but, you know, we can dream. A man can dream. What's the highest position place this season? P1. We won in Monaco.
0.7 seconds.
Bit deeper turn one. IRL Stroll would help you out easily. How'd you get that Brawn GP logo? I need it. Mods. This is a modded livery, so... I need to get that Brawn GP as a logo on the actual team, don't I? We're still using that very weird-looking B. Which ones? Can't find anything. This was custom made. I got it made specifically for me in the streams. There's no no public version of it.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Why do I need gloves on? Probably because I have 9 new meters of force feedback going through my arms. I did that straight Konica. I'm black flagged. You're missing the trick though, noob. You gotta hit someone while you do it, and then you're good. You wear a helmet too? The only helmet here is in my chat, unfortunately. A big one at that. .4. We actually gained quite a bit, to be fair. A couple seconds. Gained a couple seconds on him. But it's going to be a little bit too short, unfortunately.
And gap to the car in front, 5.1 seconds.
We have a command for it as well, Aiden. If you do the command, then you'll get all the details. In depth. Because, as you imagine, I get a lot of questions on it. All the time. All the time.
Keep pushing. We need to reduce the 5-second gap to the car ahead.
3.1 to Lawson as well. I think you got hit by the blue flags. I think we should avoid him, though. Verstappen's a little too far back here as well, so he'll finish up the race here. We will do another lap then. We are going to avoid being lapped in today's race, which is something. And we've just hit 60% on the rear left again. Jesus, these rears were cooked, man.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final
There you
lap.
go. Verstappen wins in Monza. He's been a demon lately, isn't he, in this game? He's been flying in the last few races. 4.5 to Lance Stroll. We've gained again quite a lot, but I think we're going to be a little bit too short. If they could have one more coming together, we'll push as hard as we can this final lap. Charles Leclerc takes the fastest lap on the final lap as well. Won't get the point for it, though, anymore. That's not a thing in Formula 1 anymore. I would say, even though it's not quite the finish we were after, I would say that was a pretty solid recovery drive, though, right, chat? We started in last place. We got wing damage on lap 2. We boxed, came out 30 seconds behind the nearest car, and still got a P14. Obviously, yes, sucks it's not points, but I think it was a pretty brilliant recovery drive, I'd say. I think our pace was there today. I think it's very disappointing we didn't quite get a top 10. I'd love to see what the gap is to that top 10. Because I think we could have got around a P8 today, maybe. Here we go around the final corner. The gap is going to be about 3 seconds to Stroll at the end. It was a good chase, but not quite enough. P14 is where we finish, ladies and gentlemen. GG's. That was tough. We did the best we could with the damage limitation, and I think a P14 is not a bad drive at all things considered. But yeah, that damage really set us back early on, and we did everything we could. GG.
And it's always good, Crofty, to get that momentum on your side, and it's really good for your confidence as well. The more confident you are, the further that can take you.
Stayed all the way to the end, W. If you were here from start to finish, you're legends. I appreciate you. Thank you for your trust.
It's been a hard afternoon.
Good race aside from the incident and 2 flashbacks? Yeah, well, the 2 flashbacks were kind of horseshit, to be fair. Well, the 10-second one was kind of deserved, but I just CBA for that. Especially with everything that was happening. And then the first flashback, I mean, he literally just didn't press the accelerator on exit, so AI moment, basically. AI moment. Lucas, Zero, and Brutal, thanks for following as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. P14 confirm? Confirm, yes. Unless you want to wait until the standings just be 100% sure, but yeah, it'll be a P14. How much to buy a wheel for a starter? About 200, 250 pounds, something like that. Is that Red Bull 1-2 as well? Yuki P2? Jeez. If only you could do that in real life, huh?
After an event like that, who knows what the sport
Oh,
has in
P3
store
actually,
for its
P3.
next time out. Be sure to join us once again as we continue
Tell
to
you
bring
what.
you all the excitement of Formula One.
Yuki's had a pretty good race, so I'm not going to lie, chat. Yuki actually had a pretty good race there. P13 to P3. Not bad. I got to respect it. I got to respect it. We obviously started P22. We finished P14. So, again, I think with everything that happened that race, I would say getting P14 is actually not a bad job at all. Like I say, we dropped 30 seconds because that first pit stop. And if we didn't have that 30-second pit stop, we would be... What? It probably is about... maybe a P9? Maybe a P9? Obviously, we'd have a lot more DRS and stuff like that, so the times could have been a lot different. But I think we definitely would have got a top 10 if it wasn't for the wing damage we had on lap 2. So that was very unfortunate. But like I said, I think our recovery drive overall was very good. We got within a few seconds of Alex Albon and Lance Stroll right at the end there too. So our pace was there. It was just a bit of misfortune really with the wing damage. Only one driver retired today. That was Lando Norris. That gave us a free position. He retired halfway through the race with an engine failure. But, yeah, Max Verstappen does win here in Monza. Charles Leclerc in second and Yuki Tsunoda in P3, a double podium for the Red Bull gang. George Russell and Anselli in fourth and fifth with Piastri in sixth. Hamilton, Alonso, Sainz and Ocon are your top 10 today as well. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship heading into the next race in Baku. We sit P11 with Mark Webber and P13 with Enzo Fittipaldi. Carlos Sainz gained a couple of points on us today and overtakes Enzo Fittipaldi, splitting apart the two Brawn drivers in the Drivers' Championship. As for Constructors' Championship, we unfortunately don't gain any points today. In fact, Aston Martin gained 4 points on us in today's race. So the gap between ourselves and our rival, 10 points heading into Baku. So needs to try and get some points back in that race ideally. Obviously still very far away from Mercedes as expected. But yeah, very, very tough one to take today. But it is what it is. Looks like the update today was a good one. I would say so, yeah. Right, before we have a look at the instant chat, I want to see this 5 wide at turn 1. I want to see this 5 wide at the opening corner. Because it's just ridiculous. We've got a pretty good launch. No, it was 4 wide. Oh my god. It was 4 wide. All right, it was 4 wide. But look at that, bro. Oh, dear. I mean, I was trying to stay on the track the entire time, but Gasly, or whoever it was, I think it was Gasly, whoever that Alpine is, was literally just pushing me right, and I just couldn't move. Jesus, what a mess. What a mess. Lawn machine? Yeah. Literally a very expensive lawnmower. And then obviously on lap 2, we had this incident here. Yeah, literally noob, yeah. Oh, mate, that's so brutal. They're just... When they're in a train like that, they're so early on the brakes. It's crazy. They're so early on the brakes. I mean, where have I braked here? Here. I broke about, what, 175? I broke around 175. Usually the braking point is about 150. And we broke at 175. Although, to be fair, I say that. How did that racing bull brake so well? Oh, he braked even earlier. The racing bull brakes right before that white line, the pit exit line. Or sets car line 1, don't they call it? Yeah, he brakes really early, actually. Damn, that's crazy. And that's what gave us the wing damage. Then we pit, and it was a very long pit stop after that. Very, very long pit stop. Just in a single file like shape. Exactly, yeah. Like, they're all so bunched up together, it makes it impossible. But yeah, we did end up getting P14, so it was a decent recovery drive, but yeah, it was always going to be difficult to score points after that. This was Lando Norris' retirement, for anyone who was wondering. Wait! Hold up, what? Wait, that's sick! I've never... Is that new? I've never heard an actual, like... You can hear the mechanical failure. That's never been in an F1 game before. Wait, what? I've never heard that in an F1 game. That's so cool. Usually in previous F1 games, they'd get a mechanical failure, be a bunch of smoke, and that'd be it. Like, there wasn't much to hear. It was just them going very slow. But it literally sounds like a Ford Mondeo. I've never noticed that this game. That's such a sick addition. I mean, it's still making noises like that while he's pulled over. The car's pooping, chat. It's pooping. That's so sick. Don't you dare slander the Mondeo? My bad. My bad. Ford Fiesta, then. I love that addition. I've never noticed that before, but that's such a cool addition. I rate that. GG's, EA. That's a nice little touch. Me burp after drinking Lando's Monster. In a good burp or a bad burp? Because if it sounds like that, definitely a bad burp. You can play with older teams in the new F1? No, you cannot. You can make your own team and bring a team back if you want to, which is what we've done with Brawn. But you can't, like, drive as older teams, if that makes sense. Lando's Monster tastes like ass. I didn't mind it. It wasn't amazing, but I didn't dislike it. The initial taste is quite nice. I like the initial taste, but the aftertaste is a bit strange. I'm not a big fan of the aftertaste. I do like melons, so... Oh, engineering facility, hello. Just talking about the drink. Uh-huh, yeah. What are you talking about? Tied to a sponsor, Cloud Platform. Tied to sponsor proposes migrating all operational data to Cloud Platform. This promises improved security and efficiency, but requires a significant onboarding effort. Should we proceed? I mean, cloud data being secure? I don't know about that. I'm going to be a boomer here and decline. No cloud. No cloud. Cloud is bad. Cloud is dangerous. Very unsafe in my team manager's personal opinion, in his boomer opinion. That's just Norris burps. I've wanted to start my own Twitch channel. Any tips you can give? Be consistent. Set yourself a schedule. Stick to it. Keep streaming. The only way to grow is to grind on the streams, really. Network out to other platforms as well. Network with other people. Join in other communities and things like that. And eventually you'll get there. It would take a lot of effort, though. A lot of effort. Okay, we have plenty of activities we can do here. Let's just auto do that because I cannot bother to go through it all. There we go. That will do. Right, we've got a lot of upgrades on the way here, I think. It looks like we've got a few research stuff on the way, too. What's the messages here? ERS fault. 431 points for that. Nice. Not bad. We have 10,200 R&D points. My God. We have so much there. What have we had that's completed here? We've got a chassis upgrade. Good stuff. Let's get a new one going with a weight reduction. Beautiful. Got some research done here, too. We'll do another engine power upgrade. And then durability is still all locked at the moment, too. Right, let's skip a bit more time. Have we got anything done in development, actually? Wait, why is it all paused? Oh, is it because of the stupid activities? It might be paused because of the activities. Maybe not. It said only 1 day, I think, anyway, so let's skip a day and see what happens.
Hey, Chief. We've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance
still
sitting on
paused.
the table that we could be getting into the car.
What's locking that, chat? Because the folks are repairing your damage. Does it say when it will become unlocked? When will it not be paused? Oh, yeah, it says in the top right. All active developments are currently paused while our facility focuses on car repairs. Bro, all we did was damage the front wing. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, fine. How long will it take?
It's been a while since we've had some upgrades to our corporate facilities, and, well, if you've got some cash kicking around, don't forget to use it.
I don't have any, Anissa. Sorry, relax. Still paused. It says 1 day remaining, but it's still paused. Okay, let's go a bit further. Do a couple more days. There we go.
Okay.
End game?
These talks have been pretty painstaking.
What is this?
We're
Marvel?
making excellent progress. There are a few details to iron out, so when you're ready, start the meeting and we'll try to smooth over any final issues ahead of a potential deal.
I don't really want Enzo for next season, chat. I'm not gonna lie. He's been pretty poor, isn't he? Back to Infinity War, the Enzo, literally. I don't really want him. I think I might delay it. If I don't want him, is delaying the best option? I think it probably is, right? I think in the meeting, you can't actually say we don't want you. So I think we'll delay the meeting and see what happens. How was that AI today? Honestly,
Chief,
it felt okay.
You that we have parts.
Oops. What did I do? Oh, Esteban. I didn't mean to press that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. 326 engineering workforce. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of engineering. Fan rating level 6, that should be fine. R&D 5th, that's fine as well. That engineering workforce, 326, that's a lot of engineers. Damn, okay. Alright, I'll finish the meeting then. Get this guy who let him in. Bro, I literally just pressed advance and it came straight up with Enzo, sorry, not Enzo, Ocon. Interesting, fair enough. Hopefully we'll get a meeting with JB soon then. That would be fantastic. Drive me into delay, that's fine. Show the pause thing again. Yeah, it still says repairs are going on. It says 1 day remaining, but I think that might be for the actual part. It doesn't say when it's going to resume above it. Oh, yeah, 6 days remain. Shit. Development pause, 6 days remain. Okay, wow. That's not arriving for a while then, is it? Jeez, we don't want to get damaged much, do we? That's brutal. Okay, well. No develop. JB! Chat. JB. We need to sign JB. Jensen Button is happy to go into early talks with us. Let's see what he wants. Let's see what he wants. He's wearing the same clothes as Esteban. He wants less workforce than Ocon? 268 workforce for Jensen. He wants 7 on the fan rating. That's a little higher than Esteban. And again, 5th on the R&D. Ooh. Doable. Not gonna lie. Doable. All right. I like where we're going, JB. I like where we're going. Look at the salary. Shit, I didn't look at the salary. Was it 10 million more? Oh my god. Can I still see it? Fuck! 25 million! Damn! Wait, I can send him a contract. There's a riskier one here. We can send him a 20 million contract, 2 million signing bonus. I'm moving the camera down here. Fuck. I think we'll just stick with what we got right now, I think. I would like to riskier terms, but 30% is quite low, isn't it? Wait for the talk? Yeah, I think so as well. Those offers aren't great. What was Ocon's then? What was Ocon's? 16 million, 2 million signing on bonus. Again, that workforce is very high, 311. The salary is the same no matter what for Ocon. The performance clauses are a bit different, though. Like, the higher likelihood is we get one podium finish. That's not bad, actually, is it? Signing bonus is a bit higher, though. 2.13 million. You get loads of the new season. I think we'll stick to that current contract with Esteban as well, I think. Jeez, that's a lot of money for Jensen. 26 million. Damn. What did Hulkenberg want? Hulkenberg wanted 13.6. 1.6 signing as well. He wanted a lot less. I'm not going to lie. I'm liking the look of Hulk, chat. Yeah, exactly, Noob. Exactly. I'm liking the look of Hulk. Hulk's requirements are a lot less than both other drivers. Tell you what, Hulkenberg and Jensen Button lineup in Season 2. I'm not against it, I'll be real. I'm not against a Hulkenberg and Jensen Button lineup. That'd be great. Okay. Nico and Max. Unfortunately, we definitely can't afford Verstappen. What would Mark Webber want if he wants to re-sign? 15 million, 1.1 million signing on bonus. Very easy of the expectations there as well. Okay. Enzo probably wants barely anything, right? Yeah. Enzo's cheap as hell. 2.2 million. Enzo is budget as hell. But yeah, I don't think we'll sign Enzo next season. So yeah, I think Hulkenberg and Button will be an unbelievable lineup. I just don't know if we've got the money for both of them. That's the issue. I don't think we've got the money for both of them. Is the dual development facility through? Let's have a look. No, 6 more days. 6 more days we can get that done. What's my wheel? The Monza FSR. Oh, no! Oh, Fernando Alonso is retiring at the end of the season. I'll miss you, Fernando. We'll miss you. That will make up the, that'll make the driver market very interesting, though. Fernando Alonso retiring from Aston. I wonder who they sign. He'll be back in a year? Probably, yeah. He'll miss it too much. He'll go and do a year of Le Mans, and he'll come back in 2027. Is that development actually done? Are you memeing me? No, you're still memeing me. Stop it. Don't do that. We all got that message? Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be fair. I think maybe we'll get it for Lewis next year. This time next season, we'll probably get it for Lewis, too. Found him back at... sorry, I read that already. Back in 2028. You reckon Bottas? Is Bottas in the game? I don't think he is he? Driver market. He must be. I don't know. I don't see him. I mean, he wouldn't be rated lower than 76, would he? Nah, he's definitely not in the game. Definitely not in the game. Kimi? Yeah, Kimi's 76 right now. He's not really improved that much so far this season. Get Kimi? No. Kimi's not really fitting for our team, I don't think. They'll get called up into, you reckon? We'll see. Right, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the night then here in Monza. Unfortunately, just like in the last couple of races, really, like in Hungary, really, it's not really gone according to plan. I feel like we said that about quite a few races this season where it looks so good, but it just doesn't quite happen. And Monza is another one to add to that list. We've had a lot of races like that where it's like a what-if kind of race, and Monza is no exception. So unfortunately, no points for ourselves out in Monza today, but Wednesday, we'll be back for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And hopefully we can come back and score some points in that one. We scored points in Zandvoort. Now let's hope we can do it in Baku as well. We are into the final stage of the season now. We've got Baku, Singapore, Kota, Mexico, Brazil, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. Those are the remaining races this season. So we are slowly getting towards the backstage of the season now. So every point we get is vital for the Drivers' Championship and, of course, the Constructors' Championship, where we sit 10 points up on Aston Martin. If we can finish 5th this season, I'd be very, very happy. So fingers crossed we can keep pushing, score some more points, and, yeah, secure that 5th spot at some point this season. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for the night here in Monza. Not hating on Kimmy, just saying it's boring seeing 5 different crews of Kimmy. Yeah, I would like to try and sign different drivers to other people do. I think typically speaking, like even with the F1 Manager, I remember in F1 Manager, a lot of people love to sign Kimmy on there as well. And I think Oscar as well. A lot of people signed Oscar, didn't they? In F1 Manager. So I always like trying to do something a little bit different. And yeah, we'll try and do that here as well. We'll try and sign JB, obviously, for the Brawn GP realism. And then maybe Hulkenberg alongside him. Who knows? Who knows? But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the night here in Monza. Hulkenberg's been pole in my team. That's a sign. There you go. There you go. Maybe this... sorry, not this weekend. In the next Grand Prix in Belgium, we'll do the same. Imagine. Right, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we are going to love and leave you, as we always do. We are going to rate over someone special, like always, and we are going to rate over to the wonderful Miss Dana Ray. She's live right now doing a Bob Ross stream. So if you like your arts, you like your Bob Rosses, this is the perfect stream for you. You guys will enjoy it. So we'll go and say hello to her and see how she's getting on. I'll be back with you guys on Wednesday. Find a good time, as always, when we head into the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I don't think it's a sprint race, right? In Baku? I don't believe it is. All my social medias are in the chat right now. Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all in the chat. Make sure you're jumping on Discord if you haven't already. It's where you get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule, so you can see what we're doing on what day. And, of course, you can hang out with me and all the viewers on Discord as well. For those on TikTok, link in my bio. That takes to all my social media. And, yeah, do jump on Discord if you haven't already. It's the best place to be to get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule, so you can see what we're doing what day. And, of course, you can hang out with me and all the viewers. And, of course, if you want to sign up for our community races, the only place to do that is in our Discord as well. So do jump in on there if you haven't already. But until Wednesday, have a fantastic rest of your night. Get the Vincent raids up in the chat. And I'll see you guys ready for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on Wednesday evening. Good night.